Woo!
Woo, we're live. Yeah, grab your vape, grab your juice. Let's get started. Do, do, do. Oh, that's still on the screen there.
And there we are.
Here we are. Sorry, we started like 1 or 2 minutes later. My girl made me some chili con carne that has a lot of beans in it. So the last minute, run to the toilet.
TMI, Bick. TMI.
What does TMI stand for?
Too much information.
No, I can't give you too much information, but I don't.
We don't need that review.
Thank you. Thank you. You can't upload that to YouTube. I think that's not allowed there.
No, you probably could, and they'd fully monetize it.
Yeah, probably. So, new shit review coming up.
Yeah, we can monetize vaping. What you can monetize is being totally naked and then cover yourself in paint and start cleaning your room. That's those channels are monetized.
Well, hey, Bick, if you can't beat them, you know what they say.
I don't know if we really want to watch that.
Everybody's information. Blazed Up Vapes was 20 minutes ago. He was still in church, so he's coming. And then he has to bring his daughter to the grandma, and then he'll come to us. So he's going to be an hour late or so. I got something special when he pops in, because you're going to look at somebody's awesome collection. But more on that later. So, Eric, how was your week, or how was your night yesterday with Simon Savage on the show?
Oh, it was great, man. It was good getting to meet everybody, meeting the guys that you hang out with all the time. And, everybody was awesome. They had some questions I had to think about, kind of put me on the spot for a minute, but I had a good time, man. They invited me back, all very cool people.
How did you cope with the UK accents?
You know, I did all right. There were a few times, and of course I'm outside here, and they're harvesting grain across the street, so it's noisy out there. They got all these birds, and I'm just on the phone, so sometimes I did have a hard time hearing them. Um, yeah, I have I had a little bit of a hard time understanding Craig sometimes,
Craig,
but
oh,
and then
Andy,
also and then I have a
Andy.
little bit of a hard time understanding Simon sometimes too. But the rest of the guys I could understand pretty good.
Oh,
So
Simon's just one of the easiest.
I mean, for me, it wasn't. I don't know.
No, I don't even hear a Craig's accent anymore. Oh, he has an accent, Craig. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I had my my not issues, but it was hard sometimes to understand Scots. It is a very special accent.
yeah, is that where he's from?
She's
I think
Scottish, yeah.
Scottish,
He's
yeah.
Scottish. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, yeah. His accent. Okay, that explains it. Because yeah, his accent was different from the other guys, or it seemed to me. But yes, but man, just a great time. It was the first time I'd done a show other than ours, I believe. I don't think I've done anyone. I've done maybe like the quick pop-up lives and stuff with other people, but never a full-on show like that. So it was cool.
Yeah, with Bangalore, you did a couple pop-ups, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are vertical streams from the mobile. It's different than a full-fledged, full
Right.
screen stream.
Yeah, so I
And
did
then,
that, and that was a good time. Now I got to tell everybody what's up with this. First off, I over the last couple months, I've had this little black spot show up on my face. If you guys go back and watch some of my videos, you can tell I've got this spot right here, and I didn't know what it was. My doctor was concerned, said, "Well, that could be something bad." So she wanted to get a biopsy of it. So a couple days ago, she cut a little hole in my face and took like a sample. And then I've got 3 stitches here right now that they're going to take
oh,
out here in a couple of days, and then they're sending this off to get tested. So hopefully everything's fine. It's nothing, and they can just remove it. And that'll be the end of it. So,
uh,
and I've got these Mickey Mouse Band-Aids because a few months ago when I needed Band-Aids, I'd been vaping a whole bunch of Delta 8 and was on Amazon and saw Mickey Mouse Band-Aids on sale. Thought, hey, that's a good idea. And never thought about, hey, maybe you'll cut yourself on your face one day and have to wear one of those things around them and then go on the internet and you look like an idiot. But hey, you know.
Hey, come on! If you gotta wear a band-aid, at least make it fun.
Have some fun
yeah,
with it. That's right. You
more
know,
contact there.
when I joined this band years
Those
ago,
nanny
they told
vibes,
me
you know.
I joined this band years ago, and they said if you're going to
Mara and
screw up
Dutchie.
big. So
I think, oh, that's Kevin for sure. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Hey, let's do the shout outs. Already started. We got
yeah,
Banglair. Hey, Banglair. We got
hey, what's
Jamie,
up, Tom?
Jamie Sir. We got Savage Simon here. Then we got Hilda Stubbs from one
Hey,
of your guys.
Hilda, hello there.
We
Good to
got
see you,
Dutch.
Hilda.
That Dutch. We got the Saboom guy. And then we
All
got
right.
Mango Chanti. That's your dad-in-law, right?
No, my
He's
girlfriend.
not speaking German this time.
That's my girlfriend.
Oh, it's your girlfriend. Oh, yeah, okay, that's your girl. We got Vaping Big. Oh, that's me. And that's everybody. That's everybody talking for now. Yeah, we're gonna look at your stuff a little bit later, Kevin, because we have to wait for Lace Up Vapes to jump in. So
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. You know, still working on the place and whatnot. But how about you guys? Let me pass it on to. I'll pass it on to Melon. What's the recap,
Well,
Melon?
the week started pretty shit because on Monday we had to put our 2-year-old cat to the forever sleep. That was
Oh,
pretty hard.
sorry,
Yeah,
man.
it's gonna take some
Yeah.
strong catnip to do that, though.
Yeah, I think they had a little bit more than catnip in that syringe, but
Yeah, some ketamine or something.
yeah, I think it was good for him, but it sucked the most because we had visited a few animal doctors, and if the one clinic catched it sooner, he might still be alive. That's the part that really sucks, knowing that if somebody actually did their job, he could still be alive. That still nags a little bit. But apart from that, afterwards, it got better. It's still, if you think about him in the day, but it's getting better, and yeah.
Yeah, my sincere condolences. I was making jokes first,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's all right. We made fun right in the moment, because that's
the milk processing system. The milk
it's part of the process, right?
It's part of the process.
I feel for you, man. I know how hard that can be. I remember we had one that we'd had for years. We lost a few years back, and I remember that bothered me for a long time, man. So I understand.
Yeah, I think for my girlfriend it's worse, because it was actually her cat. She had him before we moved in, and they really bonded. They were really close. For me, it wasn't that hard. It still hit me harder than I thought it would. But for her, it's been really, really hard, because they were real close. He was a real mama's boy.
Mama's boy. Oh.
Yeah, that's how it was with ours. It had been my wife's cat, so yeah. No, I'm sorry, man.
Sorry?
Send me a picture of the cat. I'll put a memoir on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, sure. It'll be well. Yeah, I had a normal week. Worked hard. Did make a review yesterday. Yeah, same old. Nothing special happened. Yeah, Friday I got intensively late for me because I was delayed for a couple hours. So yeah, take the best pick. Yeah, the best times.
Yeah. Which one's the best? Send me one that should go up to the screen.
Yeah, you choose.
Yeah, if I pick one, it's pretty sure gonna be the one she thinks is the worst. That's just how it always goes.
So your girl is gonna choose a picture now, or what?
I hope so. If she still hears me.
If she still hears me. Okay. I haven't received anything though.
Yeah, you might have to wait a minute for that.
Big's got a new cool disposable. Oh, yeah, I got this one, the Kank Vape.
Oh,
the 360 here.
360, nice.
The golden delight, and I'm usually not into banana, but this has like a creamy banana in there. Delicious.
When you mentioned that yesterday, I wondered. So, pretty good.
Yeah, I like the flavor of it. You didn't like them, or you like them? The 360.
I didn't get that one. They didn't send me that one.
Oh, yeah, it's a deal. You got this one, right?
I got I got that one, but then for that 360, they sent me the blue one, and then they sent me a peach one, I think.
No.
So I didn't get the banana.
Yeah, but the banana is really good. A creamy banana, right? Sounds delicious.
It does.
But those stick ones, those are 5% nicotine. They'll get your nicotine buzz up.
Is the 360 not?
No, it's 2%. They said the 360 2%, the stick 5%, and then the other 30K or something was like 33%.
Ah, huh.
They sent in different nicotine strengths, though.
I don't know if I even paid attention to that on mine. I thought mine were all 5%.
No, we're gonna do the cat picture after the vape bar, I guess.
Yeah, I know now which one. I just gotta send it to you.
Okay, yeah, then I'll wait for that.
We have a verdict. It's this one. If over Instagram, it's all right.
Yeah, Instagram. I can download from there. I got Insta on my PC.
That never worked for me because I have linked my two accounts, my personal one and my vaping one, and on PC I never see the vaping one. That never worked for me.
I just right click it and I can save the image as a JPEG. So.
With a little limb.
I'm already reacting.
Big spoiling it.
I guess this is a Halloween picture or not?
Yeah.
Oh, so cute. This was one
little boy.
Yeah, little bad cat. Did he play in the Batman movie or something, huh?
Yeah, he's our little bat.
He's our little bat. Oh,
And what was his name?
Vader.
Vader. Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's Vader.
Darth
The
Vader.
other one's called Ahsoka.
Okay.
All right.
How old is this picture? He was still healthy?
That's like when he was not even a year old, like half a year, I think. 6 months, yeah.
No.
She just posted in the chat.
Oh, black. Everybody's in. Oh, so cute. No, everybody's gonna miss your cat now, or your girl's cat, however we gotta call it.
Well, I got one I could send you as a replacement, Melon, but I don't know how it'd go with getting it there.
Yeah, overseas shipping of a cat might be difficult.
So, who wants to go first on the vape bar?
You go, Bick.
Big one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you guys insist. Oh, yeah, I'm drinking some beer, some Brewdog, since it's a bar. Some Brewdog Punk IPA, the beer that started it all for Brewdog. So, some UK beer. And I'm on my pipe, the Gandalf.
I'm still jealous.
With the K-Fun X on there. And inside of that, I have some Rebel Bogan Plum Job.
It's good to see Bick's back on the pipe.
Back on the pipe. Then I'll switch to the other camera, of course. There we go. There are some spoilers here. Let's put that all on the side then. Also, my Rift AIO has the same liquid in there. We had using the shift tank in there, and we got a nice battery wrap there. So then, of course, I got another MTL setup, and I do tobacco in my MTL setup. So here's the Geek Vape Aegis 3 Solo with the Dead Rabbit MTL2 tank. Still need to review this little sucker. But yeah, you need to use it before you review it. So, and then I have this little side-by-side piece here with the Typhoon GTS4. One of the... Nice. It's a really nice side-by-side by GD Mod Studio. I think it's called Xun, not sure. Does it say on here how it's called? No, it just says GD Mod Studio. And inside of that, I have a liquid that the guy in the French shop that I used to visit in my dad's town, made for me. So this is like a pear, apple, something liquid. So that's what's in here. Then I'm also on the BD Mods Forged Carbon with the Drop That 2. And on the inside, I have some pear drops that I'm dripping. It's quite a pear candy-ish flavor there. Also, of course, as always, this combination, you see it at every show, the topside V4 Dead Rabbit Max with some Zeus Juice Minus. Very delicious butterscotch. What is it? Butterscotch custard. See, I'm also on the N200 by the Centaurus by Lost Vape Kit, which is completely plastic and a lot of door play there. And what liquid do I have in there? Let me try. Oh yeah. It's this liquid, another Zeus Juice, a strawberry kiwi, I really like this one because, like, normally with the strawberry kiwi, the strawberry is driving the car, but actually I can taste the kiwi in this one, so it's pretty good. It's a little bit different than I'm used to. Then I'm on also on the Aspire Cloud Flask. I'm using also another Zeus juice. The what's it called? Onyx Sour Orange Lemon, and this thing is very cloudy. Look at those
Loud,
clouds
too.
for a little pot like this. So that's pretty cool. Also on this mechanical mod. This mechanical mod with the Osiris 30. There's a nice side fire button here, and inside of that I have the Licious Boysenberry Gems gun.
I might pick a bottle up of this next week.
What?
I might have to pick up a bottle of this next week because that sounds so delicious.
Also on the LPV First Box Ultra there with the Osiris 30. And oh, that's the same juice. There's this juice in there, but it tastes completely different in this than in the Cloud Flask, though. It's way more refreshing on this. So yeah, and also on the little disposable, my guilty pleasure here. So and oh yeah, I'm testing this one with some Nick Salt. It's the Choi E-Tech Ego Nexo or something. That's good flavor though, but it's really lightweight. So yeah, that's my my buffet. And I'll pass it on to Vaping Bedwell.
Vaping Bedwell. I like it. All right. Oh boy. Well, all kinds of good stuff today, guys. Let's see here. Let's start off on the nicotine side of things. I am revisiting one. True story. This is the one I've been vaping on here the last few days. And what I like about this one, this I believe is an Elf Bar product. This is one that we talked about a while back, Vic, that you can actually see the liquid in.
Oh yeah.
So instead of it just being in the in the cotton or whatever. So pretty cool. Now here's one that just came to me the other day from Watofo. So these guys, I reviewed one for them. Oh boy, this has probably been, oh man, it's been a few months, probably 3 or 4 months ago. They had one out called the Next Bar. And I didn't really care that much for the original, but they sent me these new ones, and these so far I love. They're little 18K vapes, and so just little disposable. And they put, see, what I didn't like about first is they didn't put a draw adjustment on it, and they did this time. So it's nice. And so these are a pretty open draw for disposable, but and I haven't even done my review on those. They sent me 5 different flavors. I don't know what flavor I should do for the review. They sent me a guava, kiwi, passion fruit, and I think that sounds incredible because you talked about your kiwi, Bic, and I've never had a kiwi vape at all, so I'm definitely gonna try that one.
Guava, kiwi, passion fruit. So yeah, it's gonna be a wild combination there.
That's 3 things I don't think I've ever had a vape in either one of those 3. So I'll definitely try that one. But then they sent a grape ice and a watermelon ice, that's one I do a lot. And a watermelon bubble gum. Oh, and the one I'm vaping on right now is this pina colada. I've never had a pina colada vape, or I don't know if I'd even had a coconut one. But yeah, this thing's great. So anyways, that's it on nicotine side of stuff. Now, THC side of things.
There comes the Mellow Fellow.
Still on the Mellow Fellow mystery box. I tell you what, guys, these things are like a month full of enjoyment. Because there's all kinds of good stuff in here. Although mine is dwindling down. I'll tell you what, I used up the vape. And over the weekend, I've pretty much went through 1 bag of gummies. But I'm still down to a bunch of different gummies, and I'm actually going to try one of these blister packs today. I think they sent me a bunch of these little 2-packs. So we've got these are their wellness blend. These are the ones that I think aren't really supposed to put you out so much, but just be more of a, just make you feel a little bit better throughout the day or help you sleep or whatnot. And then we've got
Eat
a
them
couple.
all. Eat them all now.
Now these are the Delta 9. Finish backwards. These are your Delta 9 THC. So those are going to be your stronger ones. And then there's some more of the wellness ones. And then, yeah. Oh, I got one left. Let's see another one. They sent a bunch of gummies, guys. Then there's another Delta 9 THC one. So, and what else we got? That was it from Mellow Fellow. And is there anything else I wanted to show off? Oh, I still got all this flour and this concentrate from Bay Smokes. I think I showed you guys this before. Still waiting on somebody to send me a vaporizer so I can try some of this stuff. But and then I've got their concentrate also that I want to try out. So,
Concentrate wax or something.
yeah, I haven't even gotten into this. Yeah, the concentrate usually just looks like a wax. It's just a little ball of wax, and this is a gram of THCA live hash rosin. I don't really even like the whole live resin thing. Honestly, I was never really a weed guy, so I'm not up to speed on what that means. But yeah, all kinds of stuff, man. These companies are keeping me feeling all right. So yeah,
Someone's got.
exactly. Somebody has to. So all right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pass it on to Melon. What we got, buddy?
All right. A lot of the same stuff, but also one or two new things. Of course, Reload S on the Pulse is always there with a bottle I don't even find right now with some passion fruit peach. Then, of course, the Hawk and the Valkyrie are still here with the delicious lemon tart.
Yeah, the Subbone guessed that one. He says it's going to be a red hawk with a golden Valkyrie.
Of course, the Hulkbuster's gonna stay here. With clouds like that, he's gonna stay. Then we got an old one I used a lot in like a year ago. The Killen MAIO. I got two of them, but both of them, the doors are don't have the magnets anymore, so I vape without any doors, and that's probably the only mesh rebuildable that I actually use, because I don't get along with mesh at all, but this one is really good.
It's like a mesh RDTA in there, I see.
Yeah, it's top coiler. I love this one. I still have to do a review. It's a little mesh deck that's burnt already, but you can also do a single coil in there, and it tastes awesome. They really done it well with both mesh and coil. I think that's like the perfect starter AIO you can get. Still in love with this one, so I rebuilt it.
Fellas, I'm going to grab a jacket. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Then, of course, there's always a Lux Max around with the same liquid as in the Kiln. It's the number 3 uncommon. This is just my go-to walking around vape.
Yeah, it's a very cloudy pot.
Yeah, I mean, as far as pots go, as far as pots goes, this is like the best if you want to do the DTL.
Well, yeah, Aspire got the Venom. That's also just as good.
Yeah, the Cloud Flask really interests me, but I don't have one. I don't know where I can get one, and I don't have the money right now to buy one, but I will get one day. Of course, there's always a stubby around, the stubby DNA 60 with the stubby tank with uncommon number 1. I think I haven't wicked this in too long. It's been too long since I wicked it, so I didn't wick it right. The flavor could be better. Okay, it is what it is. Still on my Empire, I got to do a final video on that one with an updated PCB board with the bunker, but I don't use it that much because in here I have the same liquid. That's the Killick by Ambition Mods. I love
kill,
this mod.
that's the kill light or the kill DNA?
Kilite. It's the Kilite.
That kill
Yeah.
light.
With the ether inside of there, and it's just a tiny little mod, of course, with booby wraps.
I like the side fire button on it. I got one too here. I got it. I got
It's
the odd
just
job inside.
enjoyable.
I got the odd job inside.
I got an odd job somewhere laying around too. Of course, there's a mech. Actually, there are two mechs right now laying around: the Bogan one and the Dreamer with Nightmare and that Rabbit Pro. But
Yeah,
I have to revict this because there's this creme brulee in there, and it tastes awful in my opinion. That just tastes.
Creme brulee. That sounds like a coil killer.
Yeah, it sounds like sweet and caramelly, but it's not. It's really harsh and like almost like a tobacco flavor, but it doesn't have tobacco in there.
It's like a morning drink with coffee or something like this.
Yeah, probably something like that. It's just it doesn't suit me. Of course, the K-Fan light is there for waiting in the living room, and I think my final one. No, not the final one. I re-wicked the Kumo awesome RDTL on a Centaurus with the kilo coffee milk. I vaped this liquid for months on end. Like I've gone through liters of this liquid, and now I hate it, and I wanna enjoy it. I wanna enjoy it, and I just can't.
Liquids do that
myself to
as well. Sometimes I really love the liquid. Let's buy 5 bottles of that, and then you just get bored of the liquid or something.
Yeah.
Or you find something else.
I'm forcing myself to vape it just so I can maybe enjoy it one day. But the last one I got freshly a Mato RDTA. I do have the Mato RTA. The RDTA is new with an interesting flavor, Baba or rum.
It's funny how you mess up the whole idea of a side by side by putting an RDTA so long on there.
Yeah, it's a little bit big. But I mean, where else you gonna put that? It's gonna be tall as fuck, so I'm gonna put it on side by side.
It still shortens it though. Yeah, it kind of works.
But that's a really interesting, delicious liquid. It's like a Italian, I think, cake with like an almond taste to it, almost like a marzipan. I don't know how you said it in English, but
I know how it sounds in Dutch, but Dutch.
Yeah.
What is marzipan? I've heard that word. I don't know.
It's like a sticky, gooey substance you use for like cake decorations that's done out
they
of
can make animals, all kinds of objects out of it, out of all colors. Wait, let me throw it in Google Translate and see what it poops out for me.
It's also marzipan.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, marzipan.
Yeah.
Marzipan.
Yeah. It's almondy, but like sweeter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that pink though.
Is it kind of like amaretto then?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. They can use it on
I used to love that. Amaretto and Coke was my stuff.
Yeah, it's a little bit like amaretto, and it's really delicious. Even though I didn't wick it right, it was my first wick, and the flavor could be better, but it's pretty good. That's I think all that's laying around that's actually vapeable. It's always fun to. It's like always fun. Prepping for the stream because I get to see all the stuff I rigged during the week and forgot on my desk. All the stuff I tried during the week. So I'm saying, oh yeah, that's still laying around. I still got that one.
Okay, so that was the vape. Oh, hey, I'm on the bottom now. Doesn't really matter, though.
There's that TMI again, Bick.
Too much information.
Yeah. I'm just gonna forget that you said that.
So, well, we got a little bit of news from Switzerland today. So we just dive from one section to another, and let's do the news. So something since 1 October is starting in. So I put the picture up. There we go. You can read it, Melon. It's your country.
I'm just gonna compact it and shorten the whole thing. Basically, since 1st of October, we got a new tobacco law. We had them before, but now this time around, all of nicotine and non-nicotine products went in there. So like snus, what's it called? Mouth, the pouches you put under your lip. I don't know how you say that in English. Sniff, the Schnupftabak.
Yes, snus.
Snorting tobacco. The snorting tobacco.
Snorting tobacco.
Vapes.
Snuff, all of that falls now under this new tobacco law, also heat and not burn. And they changed a few stuff on there. Basically, what they pretend they're changing, that's what they say, is they raised set a legal age for it to buy. They claim there was no legal age before that, so kids could buy it, which is in fact not true. It was everywhere.
That's what I read. I was surprised about that.
That's completely false. That's the thing about it. In 3 cantons out of 26, I'm bad at geography. In 3 cantons, there wasn't a law that said you had to be a certain age to buy non-cigarettes. Cigarettes were always regulated, but everything else, 3 cantons didn't have a law. The rest, it was at the age of 16, and they raised the age to 18. The fact is, in every shop, it was already at 18, so they didn't change actually anything. That's the one thing they're going to claim. They also say they're going to stop advertising, which is also false, because you couldn't advertise for vapes and for snus and for snuff and for cigarettes. The only thing you could advertise is heat and not burn. But that's the big thing they're going to protect us from, is ads. They added tax to all of them. So now nicotine for vapes is also has taxes on them. Like before, we paid $180 per shot. Now it's $380.
Whoa, 180 to 380. That's a big
gap. And I got something for the taxes right after this. They also changed the disposables. They made the law that disposable vapes could not have more than 2 mil capacity.
What?
That's what I think is really odd, because they claim they did it to protect children, which doesn't make any sense, and for the environment. But if you want to protect the environment from disposable, wouldn't you prohibit the smaller ones?
Make them as big as possible.
Yeah, right. You want to have people vape 1 instead of 5 in a week.
Right.
But now you have to buy
the TPD rules. Just like the TPD rules also, it doesn't make sense, because you can only have 500, 600 puffs. But this will mean we'll have 5 times more of batteries in our waste, and plastic and stuff like that.
Makes total sense. The best part about this, I think, is the law states they don't allow disposables with more than 2 mil of liquid inside of the vape. Now there's a lot of disposables where you just have your device and a little bottle, and you push the bottle into the device. All of those are okay, because liquid is not inside the device.
That's great.
And now
but this are the timetable for the implementation here. The following stages of partial revision of the power plant. Expected duration of parliamentary deliberation. Yeah. But it says here they are going to be
they're
busy
even
till
more.
2026.
Yeah,
That's
Yep, let's
crazy.
keep
Yeah.
those.
then they're also, they also prohibited vaping inside of vape stores to protect the employees. The
The
employees
employees
that vape,
vaping
you got
themselves.
to protect them from vapers. And the two
Oh
worst
boy.
laws they passed is, it gets worse. Now every product that gets imported into Switzerland that has anything to do with tobacco law, like vapes, snus, whatever, has to be on the product. There have to be 3 of our national languages. So German, French, and Italian. All of them have to be on the package. Which will cut down the liquids you get in Switzerland really hard, because which producer will print special labels just for tiny Switzerland, right?
Yeah, they're gonna try and make it as impossible as they can for everyone.
Even worse, every product has to be registered. We
Yeah.
don't know. The fun part is we don't even know what that law means. Not even the government really knows what the law means. The infos we have right now is that if you want to import a new liquid to Switzerland, you have to register the liquid, like the brand and the lineup and whatnot. There is talks about it has to be tested, like a chemical compound testing, what's in there and whatnot, and you might have to do that test every batch of liquid. We don't know. Right now, it sounds the best solution would be if every liquid you want to import, you have to register with the government that you sell this kind of liquid, and you have to pay like $500 per type of bottle you want to get. So it's going to cost a fortune for vape shops to keep their inventory.
It's crazy, man.
Gotta keep everyone smoking, get that tobacco money rolling in.
It gets even better now. We have a law that states what's the maximum amount of taxes in percent we can put on a product. Cigarettes and now all of nicotine products are already at the maximum, so they can't put more taxes on it. Now, like 2 weeks after the tobacco law passed, they started a new campaign for a new law that will raise that percentage. So they're gonna, in the next 2 to 3 years, gonna raise the nicotine tax even more. And just to say where we are at, a pack of cigarettes costs like $3 to $4 to in production and to import. There's another $4 to $5 on top, just taxes. We pay like $9 per cigarette pack here. So we're gonna get
that's
ridiculous.
I think they're even more than that here. I think for Marlboros, they're like, I think they're making like cheaper ones now, but I think for like your regular Marlboro Reds, they're like $12 a pack or something around here. And I think they're even more than that in some big cities.
That's all taxes. The pack to import costs $4.
I can't imagine that, man. When I quit smoking when they were like $5 a pack.
Yeah. Yeah, and think every Saturday I'm in a vape shop by a friend of me, and it was weird yesterday because we all were like inside the shop drinking coffee, rebuilding our stuff, and then we had to walk outside the door to vape there in front of the vape store. It just feels weird.
Yeah, but people will complain about all those massive clouds in front of all those vape stores, for sure.
We talked about that. He said he's gonna organize an event where we're gonna have like 100 people just all over the street vaping like crazy, just to fuck with everybody.
That's like running a place that has a swimming pool and then having a sign on the door that says "No shirt, no shoes, no service." You know? I mean, it don't make no sense.
So yeah, we get fucked by the government too now.
Well, officially in the Netherlands, you're also not allowed. In the Netherlands, you're also not allowed to vape in the stores. Actually, maybe 9 out of 10 stores don't give a shit. They will let you vape, because how are you going to show how a product works without being able to vape in the store?
Yeah, right. That makes no sense.
That makes no sense. Yeah. I met one store in like Hoofddorp. It's like a city not so far from here, maybe 20-minute drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking there and browsing their what they had, and I was like taking a hit from my vape, and no, you cannot do that in here. And like, you're a vape store,
I think it is technically illegal here. Now that I think about it, I think it is, but just none of the shops follow that. And it's different from place to place. Like the county that I live in, you can still smoke in all the bars around here. But then you go to the next county over, and it's like you got to be at least 8 feet from the door. And you can't smoke by law in any of the bars or anything. So it kind of depends. And then all states are different. They don't know what they want to do here.
It's been different in cantons or states before the new law, and in Bern you weren't allowed to vape inside, and it really was crazy. There were policemen standing in front of the vape store and waiting for a customer to vape and run inside to find them. Like they're really going crazy right now. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like they have
nothing better to do than watch people.
Something, you know? Somebody's stealing a bike. No, there's a person vaping over there. That's more important.
Yeah.
I mean, and you see people stealth vaping all the time out in public around here. You don't see anybody. I've never heard of anyone getting in any kind of trouble for that at all. I mean, like the worst thing that might happen is they might ask you to leave if you were honking on like one of those great big ones, like what you guys use. But like if you're just like stealth vaping at a disposable now and then, like nobody around here really seems to care about that.
Well, even though if you keep the drag long enough in your lungs, like.
Yeah, that's just the thing.
Yeah.
With the disposable, if you just need to get your nicotine hit, you can do it and no one even notice. So I think it's so crazy that they're trying to
smell it.
It just seems like lazy governing to me to just put vaping in with all your smoking laws. That just seems lazy.
Yeah, I think it's totally lazy, and it's just to get people off vaping. They can't ban it outright, but they're gonna make it as annoying as possible for vapers and for vape shop owners, so we all just give up. That's the plan as I see it.
Just give up and go back to smoking.
Yeah.
No, I forgot to put this in my buffet. I forgot to put this in my buffet.
It's so funny because here,
so sweet.
Here in the United States, it's the progressives that are trying to actually stop vaping and want to push people back to smoking, which is more the conservative thing. So it's kind of odd. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, well,
actually, secondhand vapor is not. There's no damage to other people there. Like just like smoking, it's like there's a part almost no damage. They did in the States. They did those measurements and then put like 40 people vaping inside of the store, and then they tested the air, and there was no almost to null damage substance in the air,
And for that test, they were hotboxing it in there too.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't. It was probably you couldn't see your hand in front of your face in those lab conditions. So
this
you know how they're going to do
it. Look, the studies are fucked up sometimes. I read a study from Spain or Italy where they tried to prove that Nick salt can generate benzol rings. I don't know if that's correct in English. There was a theory that it could happen. They tested it, could not prove it. Then they took vapes that are made for like 10 to 15 watts, put them at 20 watts, and took drags for 10 seconds. So those coils are straight up burning in there.
So they're taking blinkers.
Yeah. And they were like, yeah, we found it. We finally found it. It's so bad. We found like 5,000 micrograms per cubic meter. And tiny footnote you can read for cigarettes, it's like 200,000. You're like, yeah, we really prove something here, right?
And that's the thing with research. You can manipulate the research to get the results you want. And like researchers are not vapors or electricians, or they don't know how much wattage you can put on a coil. Yeah, if you have a coil that is designed for 12 watts and you put 50 watts to it, you're gonna find metals in the vapor because you're melting the coil. You know.
Absolutely, that's a study I found. Like I saw a big news article from Switzerland. They tested vapes and they found 100 different materials in there. They for each one they put, we don't know if it's actually harmful, and they listed the big materials they found in there. It was nic salt, flavoring, VG, PG, and traces of nichrome. And you're like, yeah, that's what a vape is made of.
So it's like if it is possible for that to show up in a test, they're going to do everything they can until they can make it show up.
Make it show up.
Melt the whole box.
It just depends on who's funding the research, right?
Exactly, to prove whoever's narrative is funding it. Exactly.
I even heard people saying, "Yeah, you're vaping your battery. You're vaping lithium." Like,
how does that even make any sense?
Powering it.
I think you would notice if I'm vaping my battery.
You know? God.
Maybe if your battery inside of your disposable starts leaking and the lithium seeps into your liquid.
If you smash it with a hammer and hold it above your head and let it all fall down into your eyes, you know.
Swallow the whole thing.
Come on. And you have to laugh at this stuff sometimes, because just laughing at it just shows how ridiculous it really is. You know,
I mean, I've seen a study that wanted to prove that vapes can explode, and they did manage it. And big headline like, "We've proved vapes can explode," and in tiny print, if hit by a hammer with a sharp object. Like, what happens? You're going to
if
do
you
that
place
too, you know?
C4 inside it and ignite it, they can't explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like paprika potato chips can make you blind, you know, if you rub it in your eye. You know?
It's just ridiculous, man.
Friday there was one old guy. He saw me vaping, and that is just as bad, or maybe even worse than cigarettes. Like, oh my God, you're watching RTL News, you know, you're watching the media. Believe everything you see on the telly.
That's the whole mom against vaping movement, right? Those are.
What gummy should I pop, guys? You guys are drinking your beers. I'm gonna pop a gummy. Should I do the elderflower or the green tea?
Elder green tea flower.
You gotta pick one.
Go for the elderflower.
Elderflower? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad you picked that. Do you guys have elderflower where you live?
Yeah.
Elderberries?
It's a big thing. That's a big thing here.
Is it? Okay.
Look,
there we get.
That says both. Somebody agrees on me. Both.
Both? Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, we have elderflower. If that's what this is, they grow. I thought it was kind of like a weed because they grow out in the woods here. And we make pancakes out of the flowers. They're these big white flower clusters, and you take them and then you dip it in your pancake batter, and then you take the whole flour and you just drop it into the pan, and then it cooks the pancake with those flowers in it, and it tastes really floral, and they're awesome. So
that sounds delicious. We only use the berries for like syrup and jelly and all of that.
I don't think I've ever actually tried the berries. I've just had the flowers.
I think it's the berries. I'm not 100% sure now. Never did in my own.
So how does it taste?
Not really like a flower. It tastes more like a berry. It kind of tastes like it's more like a raspberry vape. Yeah, it kind of tastes like black raspberry to me. Which I think that's more like what the elderberries taste like. It's good. It's not real bitter. Yeah. All these Mellow Fellow gummies are some of the best tasting gummies I've ever had. Some gummies are downright disgusting. Yeah, these are good.
That's cool, yeah, because you have to eat them. They need to have some good flavor.
It doesn't matter so much if you're a guy that only has to have like one of them or half of one. But if you're a guy that needs 3 or 4 of them, like me, You want them to taste good.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Dutch says, "Hi, Eric." Hi.
Hey, Dutch.
Hi.
What's up, man?
As in, he's gonna be high.
Hi, Eric. I get it. Hi, Eric. I don't know if
Hi,
we'll
Eric.
I don't know if we'll get to hi, Eric, with two of them. Maybe.
Yeah, that's why.
Probably not though.
That's why everybody said both.
Hey, it's Sunday morning for me. I got stuff to do, guys.
No, you don't. You just have to hang out with us.
No, well, later.
You know, these streams give me a good excuse to drink beer on a Sunday afternoon, so that's always a big plus for me.
You get complaints if you do that?
Not really, no, but just like for myself, I feel better. I have a reason for it now.
Dude,
Not
I used to drink
alcohol.
Sunday was my favorite day to drink. It was the best because you never had anything going on really. People were off work.
Yeah.
Sunday was the best drinking day.
I need to go to bed too early, so yeah, of course, I'm gonna drink, so I fall asleep early today. Because my alarm clock goes at 23:45, so...
Damn.
See, here you got church in the morning, then you got all afternoon off work, then you don't got to be back at church until the evening, so you got all afternoon you can drink.
Unless you have to drive to church, I guess.
Well, church usually ain't too far away. Hell, a lot of times when I was a kid, church was just at somebody's house.
Okay. That's weird for me. We have like
Oh yeah.
these big churches in every town.
Now there are those not far from here. There's a great big church. Well, probably not big to what a lot of people would consider big, but yeah, there's a lot of times where people will just have church groups that just meet in their house. That's how it was when I was a kid, and it's very close knit. A lot of families, and really small
It's
town.
It's more a community, right?
Hilda's a heathen.
Neither do I. I believe in myself.
Oh, Don't feel bad,
Yeah,
Hilda.
good to
I
know.
haven't been myself in years. They kind of get you going to church again when you go to rehab. So I guess I went to rehab church there a couple of years ago. But I don't know. I'm maybe it didn't stick though because I used all this stuff.
Maybe
A lot better
sometimes,
than what I was doing back then. So
maybe sometimes they're going to be a vape rehab clinic. Dutch says.
Yeah, well, I am every Saturday in a vape shop with a friend of mine at the shop that is a friend of ours, and we already said that's like our church. We are worshipping the big heavenly cloud.
So rebuilding your vape is like a confession.
Yeah.
I was in a band
bought a
once.
new
And
one.
every Sunday morning we would have band practice, and then
Sorry,
we would
Father,
drink, and we called it church.
Sorry, Father, I have sinned. Well, I got a drinking problem because my glass is empty, so I'm going to grab some beer.
But that's
Right back.
definitely a problem. That's definitely
That's just the glass is too small.
I used to know this guy that every time the bartender would come up to him and ask him if he needed another beer, he'd say, "Oh, yeah, this one had a hole in it."
That's so right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's my third can already in an hour time.
Just
so.
got to get the bigger cans.
Yeah. Thank you for opening by the microphone, Vic. You got to do that because it drives people crazy.
Yeah,
But
that's a little bit of
delicious sound.
ASMR for you guys.
I did that. You guys will see that in my new video. When I go to open it up, like, oh, you got to do it by the mic.
My mic is right here, so if I open it up right here, it's.
Mine's usually hanging right here. So
Yeah, I laced up Vape should pop in any moment now. He said he would be an hour later. Because I have an awesome vape collection to show from somebody in Belgium. From Kevin Sellens. He was in the stream in the beginning. I don't know if he's still here. I haven't seen him chat in a while. maybe he's just lurking. He's waiting for his collection to be shown, I guess.
Big moment.
I asked him on Facebook, can I show your collection on the stream? And he's like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
It is an awesome collection, though.
I'm just hanging out with this guy.
Oh, that's Ozzy.
Hey, Ozzy. He's so funny. I got his food here. I just feed him corn. I don't know. He might not eat. Sometimes he's camera shy. Here, buddy.
Oh,
Corn for you, pal. And then I got kittens over here. So it's a funny farm. Then there's my other turkey that I thought was going to be a girl, and I named it. Here, I'll just take. While we're waiting on laced up, I'll just pop this thing off here. I thought this turkey was going to be a girl turkey. I named her Sharon because I had Ozzy, so I wanted Ozzy and Sharon, and then the first Sharon died, so I got another Sharon, but then Sharon is turning out to be a boy. See, he's got the little comb thing on his nose, and and he's starting to strut. That means that he's a Tom. So I have, there we go. Yeah, so Sharon's not a Sharon.
Your internet is acting up a little bit, though.
Oh, no. I figured. And then I got these little guys. I introduced them when they were first born to all you guys. So they're almost as big as their mama now. And I still haven't picked out names for them.
You want him to box up one for you, Melon? We can send one to you.
Hey, there you go, Melon.
Like, we renamed one last week, Cola. You can send me that one.
Yeah. That's the little black one. I don't know if I want to go with Cola or not. I don't know. It's definitely it's definitely on the table. I don't know. I have a hard time naming animals, man. It takes me a long time to come up with something. I like to. My mom had a concept to name animals after something that is in popular culture. When you get that animal, that way it's easy to remember.
Like that animal you call.
You gotta give him that hawk too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Exactly.
You gotta give him.
So I got a chicken named Tua.
Looks
Looks like a hawk.
We named our cats all after Star Wars, and we had the names before we had the cats, actually. The first one was Vape because he's black. We knew that one, and then we knew it's either a Ahsoka or it's gonna be an Obi because of Obi-Wan, if it's gonna be a ginger boy.
Well, I haven't watched the Ahsoka.
I think I did. I'm not
Ahsoka.
sure.
Which character is Ahsoka then?
The small Padawan of Anakin, and now she got a live action series where she has like the double white blades.
No.
Yeah.
Ahsoka Star Wars. I'm gonna just.
He's the Twilight girl with the long things.
It's
I was a
Ahsoka.
Star Wars nut when I was a kid, man. I was reading all the books and stuff. I didn't like what Disney did with it at all, and unfortunately, that did it for me on the Star Wars. But
they did good things, like The Mandalorian. I think is an awesome series. Boba was alright too.
That one was all right. I did watch that one.
But like the newest one, Acolyte, that's a mess they did there. Yeah, that's a total mess. I didn't watch it, but I have seen enough of it to know I don't want to watch it.
I watched the first season. I think there's only one season.
I got to episode 8, and it was like, oh my god, what are you doing? Let's just kill off all the old characters. Let's just kill off all the. Let's just not make it make any sense. And it was, I just couldn't do it anymore. It got political for me, and I couldn't do it.
Too woke. It's too woke.
Like, I don't care about if it's going to be political.
And now you got a woke turkey.
Yeah, but like, I don't care if it's gonna get political or if it's gonna get woke or anything like that, as long as the story is good. But if they make the story about it being woke, then I have a problem with it.
Yeah,
if it gets
the
in the way of the
acting is
story,
well, you know?
that's
if it is
what does it
story,
for
right?
me. Yeah, if it gets in the way and it's like, okay, you're putting this in here, if it makes no sense and the only reason it is in there is to support a political narrative and otherwise it doesn't belong, that's when it's a turnoff to me.
Yeah, like I'm just rewatching Sabrina, the live action series about the witch, and one character there is transgender. And I have no issue with that because it's just like a fact about her, but it doesn't matter to the story really. It comes into play somewhere, but it's totally natural. And I didn't even remember that that was a part of it because it just fits in the story and into the character. It's not a point about the series, it is about that. And then I'm totally okay with that.
Yeah. Well, Kathleen Kennedy, who is in charge of most of Disney now, came out and said a few years ago that she wanted to make 50% of all characters in the Disney films moving forward LGBT to support their narrative. So the problem with that is that's just not realistic. So if you're doing that, then you're taking away from your story because it's nonsensical. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they want that because they think the world is overpopulated. So yeah, make everybody gay or transgender, and they cannot reprocreate. You know, that's the whole point behind that.
If it works. I press something. That's like the director or producer of the Accolade. She was in an interview and said she thinks R2D2 and C3PO are gay. And I'm like,
we all wondered that about 3PO. There's Ozzy.
Yeah.
We all wondered about 3PO. Come on.
Yeah, he's just weird. But like, how can you say R2D2 is gay? He's a fucking machine.
How would you know him though? He doesn't speak English. He can't even read the accent.
She believes too gay, like hi.
How's that
his
beat
beeping was
voice?
too flamboyant.
you ever heard the gay owl?
If he did that, I would be okay with it. Like, then yeah, sure, he's gay.
R2D2 beep beep beep.
So guys, this turkey just took a giant dump like 4 feet from me. He did this to me the other night. Every time, man. It stinks.
Yeah, my cat does that too. When I go to the toilet, Ahsoka, she always comes, visits me, and then takes the biggest, stinkiest dump right in front of me. Why? At least I have an incentive to get off the toilet fast, but I don't need that.
She will look at you like, are you going to clean that up?
Yeah. You gotta clean that.
You gotta clean that. That's your job. You're my servant. Shall I give Laced Up a call because it's past an hour now?
My turkey is chasing after one of my kittens. That's funny. See if you guys. Is it still going on? Oh, that kitten's got a mouse. What?
Good video. That's literally a
You know, they're good mousers. They are. All of them. Then my rooster's back in the woods somewhere. I don't know what's gotten into him. He's just screaming back here.
Hey, you got to get your frustration out somehow.
Oh, no, he gets his frustration out on me, man. He tried to attack me again last night. He'll run up behind me is what he does. He'll just be walking through the yard, and then all of a sudden you hear whoosh, and something comes up your back, and you turn around, and he's standing there looking at you like, what?
Yeah, he's not... He thinks you feed him too little. You got to give him more.
Well, yeah. They protect their hens, but what doesn't make sense is I'm the guy who feeds them. But I don't know.
Our cat just screams at us.
Oh, my cat is chasing a chipmunk across the yard. Boy.
Get Alvin. Is it getting Alvin? Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah. This is terrible, guys. See what he does? Oh my god. This is bad. Okay.
Big dump. Too much information, huh?
He's got a chipmunk.
It's okay if it's an animal.
It's okay. It's an animal. Oh, now it's okay.
No. Oh, it's getting away. Oh, there, he's up the tree. Oh, she's chasing. He's up the tree.
Wi-Fi, Eric. You're too far from the Wi-Fi.
Oh. He escaped up the tree.
Yeah, that's what chipmunks do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely 2 boy turkeys. For sure.
Poor RDT2. Hilda Stubbs is asking you a question. Did the gummies kick in?
Yes. Feel a little bit better now. See, that's why I went for those Delta 9 ones. The good ones.
Oh, yeah.
I think Hilda Stubbs is from your channel, right?
Yes. Hilda's been following the channel for a while.
Huh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, jump over to our channels and subscribe. Give us a subscribe. Me and Vaping Melon and Vaping Mick.
You're always welcome.
You're always welcome. But maybe she's there just for your THC content. I don't know.
Yeah, we can't help.
I don't know. I know Hilda likes her THC. I don't know if Hilda, do you like nicotine vapes? I don't know. But yeah, we have a huge festival here. They call this the Covered Bridge Festival. It's every year. This has been going on ages. It's just kind of like a giant craft festival or flea market, and it brings in a ton of people every year. And all the county roads out here are all backed up, and it lasts for 2 weeks. So that's going on right now. I'll be going there later on today. Give me some fair food.
Yeah, we get the fair too. Every fall we get a fair in Lucerne. We're gonna head over there, I think, by the end of the week. It's always really pretty and cozy. I like those.
My family has a stand. We make breaded tenderloin sandwiches. It's a pork tenderloin. That's a slice of it. That's basically like a boneless pork chop. But then you hammer it out, and then you deep fry it and put it on a sandwich. And then the piece of meat's like 1 pound. So it's this huge fried pork sandwich. It's awesome.
That sounds really delicious. Now I'm hungry. Can you ship one of those with the cat? I want one.
The sandwich would probably arrive in better shape than the cat, or maybe that you just get a fat cat and no sandwich.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? Yeah. Now, the cat needs to eat. It's going to take a couple days to get there, though.
Yeah. Box wouldn't smell too good when you opened it.
Are you guys going to get a new cat, Melvin?
We're not sure yet. Maybe. I think right now we're just gonna love the one we have a little bit more. And I think she simultaneously she loves it because now she gets all the attention, but she hates it because she hates getting picked up and getting kisses, and she gets all of them. She's really not into that.
No, you pick him up. Oh, we still have you here. Like this.
Want to say like, no!
Let me go.
And she sounds like a rubber ducky when you pick her up. You know, she's always like squeaking and squeaking. It's fun for me, at least. It's one thing for her.
This week I run into an awesome cat video. I might be able to show that. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I got it here. I don't know if you're gonna get problems with the music. No, there are short clips. We're not gonna get problem with the music though. I grabbed this from Instagram. It's uploading now. Wait, give me a moment. But I laughed so hard at this one. This was my life for a couple of years.
Я сегодня за червонец 2 смены отпахал, и я устал.
I feel those cats, man.
I feel those cats, yeah.
Sun's coming out. There we go. That's what I
We don't
needed.
have that. We get rain.
You don't have that, son?
No, we don't have that. Sun, that's not yesterday night we went with the car just out in the fields, back in the trunk, sitting there drinking a beer. That was really awesome. Just hearing the rain on the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna give
And-
Laced Up Tapes 50 more minutes to come in here, and otherwise we're gonna just look at this collection from what's his name? Let me look it up. Kevin Salens from Belgium. He's from Flemish Belgium, so he speaks the same language basically as me.
Okay.
Because like you
think
have two parts in Belgium, you have Wallonia and you got Flemish, and one part speaks Flemish, which is actually Dutch, and then the south part will speaks French.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Belgium had its own language.
Yeah, they call it Flemish, but it is Dutch. But they use some words a little bit differently, but it's basically the same.
Okay.
And then the southern part speaks French.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Didn't know that.
No,
Yeah.
so close by.
But Father, I have sinned. I gotta confess. Yesterday night, when drinking beers, we actually had a cigarette to it. I'm gonna confess it live on stream. We did have a cigarette.
Hey, it's all right, man. You gotta have one every now and then to just remember
Yeah.
how disgusting it is.
For us, it started when we went out to a bar, and I think with drinking beers and being at the bar, there just was the feeling with the cigarette that had to be there. It's absolutely disgusting. We don't like it at all, but the feeling is there. But that's like 1 or 2 every week, so that's all right. I think I can live with that.
I was out here. I was out here smoking the other night on the camera with Bic. So
That was a joint. That was
it was
something
a
else.
joint. It was this Mellow Fellow sent me some joints, so I had to try one.
Really
And I
short
said,
one.
Ben, like one thing that smoking's got that vaping doesn't have is it looks so much cooler. I gotta give him
Yeah.
that, because when I was out here and I had that thing, and it just looks cool, man. The vape just doesn't do that. So
Yeah, it's the whole thing with having it like this in your hand or having it inside of your mouth. and
Aspire
all
has
that.
those little singer-like things now, the new
Yeah.
ones. It's like in a little
Not
case,
black.
and you can. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's the
something
fact
like
that you
that.
don't
I
have
want
the
to
stuff
get one.
rolling off the end of it. It's that smoke rolling off the end of
Yeah.
the burning cigarette that makes it look cool. If they need to make a
Yeah.
vape that just does that.
Yeah, like the orange glow
In there.
rectangle in here.
Just there would be absolutely no reason for it, because it would actually have to be intentionally doing that. So I can see why a lot of people would not like that. So it's vaping the room up for no reason other than to just because you think it looks neat. Yeah.
Oh, why not? I had one of those like Sigil-likes like 15 years ago. It was tiny. It had a tank of probably like 0.2 mils. You could vape at it like 5 drags and it was empty. It tasted shit, but it was awesome just because of the feel and the look. I need to get one of those.
That's what I started off on. The one I had, you had to put just like 2 drips in it every time, and then
Yeah,
put it back together and then use it. But it looked
was
like a
something like
cigar
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some pictures now from it. I'm gonna upload them from some of those the Nexi, the Aspire Nexi.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like a cigarette, man. So
I
you
really
got
gotta
this
get one.
you got this little case. You can pop the
Yeah.
cigarette in there. Looks like a cigarette, and then you can
Oh,
smoke it like a cigarette. So this little case will charge it, and
Like pre-filled pots, I think.
yeah,
The
that's
only thing
pre-filled.
about that, it's all 20 milligrams, which is way too much for me, and all tobacco. That's why I didn't get one.
Oh, there are flavors. I tried some flavors of that in France last time. So
Are they good?
it was okay. It's MTL.
Um,
Come on, I'm direct
yeah.
longer. You know, in MTL I
Yeah.
can think if I'm on a pot with restricted direct lung, I'm already at 20 milligrams. You know, and in my
Yeah.
direct to lung setups, I like about 10 or 12, 9, something like this.
I'm at 1.5, so I think that
Oh.
would just blow me straight back. Maybe I'm gonna get one, just for the feel of it.
Just for the feel, yeah. Then you don't need to have that cigarette at the bar. You know, you're like, oh no,
Yeah.
I'll Nexi.
It's only like $20. That's not even that expensive.
one thing I don't like about those that are shaped like that, though, is they roll off the table. All these vapes that are completely round, I
Yeah.
don't like that. See, something like this, I guess you could do like the cigarette thing with one that's shaped like that, but it's
Doesn't
just
feel
not,
right.
that's not the same.
It's not the same. It's
Yeah.
not the same. No.
This is when I did a review on this, and I hadn't even realized what exactly this was until after I'd done the review. This is one of those new THCA vapes, and it's all THCA. So it's not the normal Delta 8 distillate. THCA is basically just kind of just like regular marijuana, except it's legal. Because the way THCA works is THCA by itself is legal federally in the United States. And Delta 9 THC is illegal, but THCA, once heated, turns into Delta 9 THC. So essentially, once you burn it or once you vape it, it's the exact same thing. It's just legal. So
Makes
so
sense.
that's what this is. And this, and a lot of the times they're part Delta 8, part THCA, and this is just all THCA. So this tastes just like a dispensary cart. Just tastes like weed. And it's pretty strong too.
That's what somebody who's actually smoking weed is looking for. Something that tastes like weed.
Yeah,
I,
if you're going from like a legal state and wanting something more like weed, yeah, absolutely.
When I was stopping with weed, I tried the CBD. You know, that tastes like weed. Some of these CBDs because they have those names derived of the weed strengths we have
Yeah,
here.
this one is Louis the Third. This is Louis the 13th, and then this one's just called watermelon. But yeah, I get all the Z Skittles and all the diesels and all that stuff that I don't understand. I see a lot of those names. What are these called? This one's called gelato. That's gelato. I don't know what that is. And this is Zuki. So like cookie, but with a Z. And what's this thing? This is called guava ice. So
So that's just flavors.
that's just a flavor. But I think there's other things, that Zuki, and I think that must be like a weed strain thing. I don't know. Whenever I see a word like that I'd never seen before, I'm like, that must be a weed thing.
Don Cristo did also know a new cigar light, but in a cigar taste. They did a little bit bigger cigar light with a cigar wrap around it, so it feels in the fingers like a cigar, and with like tobacco flavors that mimic the flavor of cigars, not cigarettes. I haven't tried it yet, but a friend of mine says it actually tastes like a cigar. I think that's really awesome to keep like the cigar people also having them switch over to vaping.
Yeah,
No, I
but
suppose if you were like a
those cigar
habitual,
things, yeah.
See, for me, cigars were always more like a very once in a while thing, more of a celebratory thing, and still are. I'll still enjoy a cigar on a very, very
Me
rare
too.
occasion with a buddy. But I suppose if you're somebody who smoked them habitually, then and wanted to stop, then yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a great idea.
I already imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger holding like the cigar-like thing, like I'll be back. Put the cookie down.
Yeah.
Put the vape down.
What does it do?
James
Kindergarten.
Yeah, I
Hetfield
can
from
see him.
Metallica is doing this thing on his new tour that every show he goes out right before the show starts, he goes out smoking a cigar. I can just imagine him going out there with the vape. No, it just would not. All the tough guy is gone when you do that.
Yeah.
I think the beer is reaching my bladder. I'll be right back.
You only rent beer. That's what they say. And apparently,
Beer
if you're
floats.
Aussie, you only rent turkey food.
Okay.
Because it always comes back, you know. So.
Okay. I never heard that. No, but it makes sense.
you never heard you only rent beer?
No, that's not a
That's what
saying
the
around
people
here,
say.
but it does make sense.
Yep. It's getting to be the time of year around here that it could possibly frost. It's getting late enough in the year to where I have to keep an eye on the temperature because there's a possibility of that happening overnight. And in another month, a lot of the stuff you see back here will have died back. So
Yeah, I think it's here too. Like I think in the next month or so we will get freezing weather.
yeah.
I should be changing tires soon. I'm still on my summer tires. It's gonna get slippery.
You know, I didn't even switch them over this year. I didn't even take my sports car out, but maybe like one time this year. I was going to put good racing tires on it. And I got so busy doing everything out here and doing YouTube, I didn't even take the car out. So I'm going to do it next year, hopefully.
I just have one car. I
feel poor now. I only have one.
You have
That's not even a sports car.
That's the American dream, I guess.
Hey, man, I didn't have that. I always only had one working vehicle for ages. This is the first time in my life that I've had two. So, or you know, we might have like we always had like a truck, but yeah, I always had one up until not that long ago. And then this car is just my fun thing. I got my truck I drive most of the time.
Well, I don't think Laced Up Vape is gonna make it, but on the show that he was guest, episode 4, I think that was, he asked Melon. He asked Melon, like, why do you guys like those mods? Well, it's because we like something to buy that we can keep, right? Yeah, we like to keep it what we buy. We don't want to use it and discard it. So he's there in the chat. I saw Sonora and Dutchie there. I think that's Kevin Salens from Belgium. And he has an awesome collection, and it's about time we're gonna look into that because it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome, saying that in an Arnie voice. So this is the whole over. Look at that collection and the presentation of it. Come on, that looks cool, man. Let's dive in.
Nice. That is.
Yeah. There it is. Oh, he's pretty well invested in vaping stuff.
That's an impressive collection.
Yeah, we're gonna get some close-ups of the stuff. Here are his atomizers.
I love skulls.
The skull and the spell books, huh? Oh my god, so awesome. You recognize it?
Skulls go so good with vapes.
Oh my god, he has a violator. I want that, the violator. Oh my god. If you want to sell that, DM me. And here he has the Geek Vape L200 Classic, I think it is, and the E100 or something. Yeah. All both in beige look. That looks pretty classy though. And then here he has look at that skull, man.
Damn.
The steampunk.
I like
That's
it.
beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, I like the bullets.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah, that's pretty cool. He has like this Dutchy art, you know. Is he from the Netherlands then moved to Belgium or something? I don't know. Don't know him that well. Look here, he got all the telemas.
Dang.
He like, I bet
Some
he
cool
likes
pictures too.
Yeah, his photo skills are great, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
little lost vape bangers. I used to have one of those. I had the second from the left, that colorway, and I lent it to Sabina. she just dropped it a couple too many times, and then it doesn't stay on it anymore. So she's my record. She will crash test any mod I give her. I don't know this box mod, but I do know
Fire
the
button is tiny, man. I would miss that totally. The firing button, that's tiny. I would be like vaping, like where did it go?
It looks like some lipo mod or something, right?
Yeah.
He's not.
And then the aromamizer, always a good choice.
Yes. You can go wrong with Steam Crave though. And then here we have the legendary Bonza kit from the Vaping Baugen. Oh, I do want this one as well. I can't get it anywhere anymore. Yeah. And then this, he has two colors of the three. He's missing out on the bronze one. Those are pot systems, yeah. What's it called? I forgot the name. Sculpture or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
Really?
something like that. Reads on there.
It's like a little pot system. You can hang around your neck.
Like a little,
that's
like
wild.
a Zippo.
Yeah. Here you got the first Odins with Dead Rabbit Maxes on top. That's a banging good RDA in my opinion. If you like an airy RDA in high wattages, yeah, you can't go wrong with the Dead Rabbit Max. And this one also looks gorgeous.
It's like a style. I love that one.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
I like that artwork. That's cool. That's kind of like that Ed Hardy artwork that I like.
That's gorgeous, man. And the pictures, the way he makes these photos are awesome. Here you got some Hammer of Gods. You got the 400 there on the left, the older ones. That's the DNA special edition. I think the third one is a mechanical. What?
That's the knock you out vape.
Yeah, the self-defense vape.
Yeah. That's the LL Cool J Mama said knock you out.
Yeah, Mike will knock you out. Brother will knock you out. Great song, that one. And look at those two. And you got some pairing bottles with those. That's pretty cool, right?
That's cool looking.
Yeah, man, this guy that has a collection. Oh, look at that. They got the Suicide Squad collection as well.
I gotta get some fancy mods like that with prints on them. I just have standard shit. I gotta get something like that.
Jack Daniels bottles just look so cool, man.
He even got the modified Jack Daniels bottles, you know, like he has a great collection going on here, man. That's crazy. Cool. That's fucking. That's what it's all about with the.
It's got the face on the bottle. That's cool.
Yes.
See, it's little on my screen, so I'm having to squint to see it.
Yeah, you should log in on your laptop on the side next time.
It's a lot of stuff to haul out here.
This looks nice. It's a little bit plain with all the things we already saw, but it's okay. I like the matchy action there. These are some normal mobs. Oh, you got the Hell 200 there with a Dead Rabbit V3 on top. What's the last mob on the left? I don't recognize
I've seen
that
that
one.
one before. But you know, that describes this collection pretty good. If you see a picture like that and go, oh yeah, he has normal mods.
Yeah. He has normal mounts. Still, he tries to match everything. He has some pod systems as well. He has a top side. That's a drag. The smoke mods. Yeah, it's an awesome collection, man. I'm a little bit jealous.
Yeah, me too, man.
And Marvin, you know how big my collection already is, but I'm still jealous of this collection, though.
If Vic's jealous, then that's got to be a good collection. Yeah.
Awesome. That's a weird tank protector he has there. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me check on the comments while you guys watch it. Whoa, oh yeah. I have to build up my collection again, Sharon is. Some didn't survive. I'm down to 12 vape devices. I used to have 30 of them. Yeah, last time one of the kids started counting my vapes, and she counted like 125. But in the meantime, I already got like maybe 20 or 30 more. If you count the pods too, you know.
Yeah.
Now these are the Steam Crave PMW mods. Also known as the Titan combo. I got one as I got the silver one. I really love this mod. It's a 4 battery mod. Goes up to 300 watts. It has voltage control. It's good if you like big clouds. I like this picture, man. This one is so beautiful. With the skull. And he has some classy mods there. These are not your standard mods. I wonder how much, Kevin, if you're still there, how much euro did you invest in all of this? Look at those.
Ooh, man.
You had this tube mod there, 2 of them.
I'm more impressed with the art than the vapes. I don't really know these vapes that much, so I'm just kind of checking out the artwork.
The artwork, yeah, the photographic and the placement of the products is awesome. What's this shiny mod? The second one from the left. I don't recognize it.
I think I've seen that before, but I don't know where.
Yeah, it's not the Gen. No. I know the one on the wall on the right is like the Lost Vape with the DNA board, right? Or is it the Rouleau? No, that's the Rouleau. That's the Rouleau. The Wismac Rouleau, right?
Which?
Yeah, it's the right one is the Wismac Rouleau. Here are some Mac mods for you Mac lovers. Damn, the Fosh. I like that Fosh. That's the one that lights up. That's mechanical that lights up. Oh, here we go. And way too much money. I'm broke. And that's the owner of this whole collection, guys. Oh, and then he says it's a snow wolf. That's the when we're talking. This is a snow wolf. Okay, the second one on the left. Okay, there we go. These are the Lost Vape high-end ones. Yeah. Beautiful. Nice how we matched it up with the Terminator skull there. I love that. So that's the last picture I got from his collection. He had more, like 3 more, but somehow it didn't upload to StreamYard still, but sorry.
That's a beautiful collection.
That's
yes,
awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah. Snow Wolf, yeah, maybe. No, it's a Snow Wolf. It's the owner of the collection sub-home guy who answered the question. And then he asked, is that a recoil RDA?
I think I got one like recoil, but I never got it to work. The wicking is just strange to me, way too small, but I want to get it to work. If somebody has any tips, please give me one.
Did you watch any reviews on it?
Yeah, but it didn't help me because the deck is so small and the posts are still really far away. It never worked out for me. The flavor never was there. Yeah, flavor-wise, and the airflow is just really turbulent.
Oh, I like turbulent airflows. I'm a direct lung guy.
I like it smooth. Even in direct lung, it has to be smooth.
Speaking of direct lung versus MTL, I was reading the other day that when you hit it, now this is, I would imagine it would work the same way with nicotine, but at least with THC, when you're hitting direct lung versus taking little MTL puffs, you get more of the effect because of the way that it comes into your lungs. You absorb more of it. And I totally agree with that because I've noticed like with these weed vapes, when you take blinkers off of them, do those big direct lung hits, it hits so much harder than if you take the same amount, just taking little puffs. So does that make sense to you guys? Have you noticed that?
I would guess so too, because you get like more vapor directly to the lung. But for me, what I found is if I do MTL, I get more of a throat hit. I feel it way more in my throat. I think for me, direct lung is actually less throat hit and also like smoother, and I don't think it hits that hard in direct lung.
Really? See, for me it's
personally.
the opposite. For me, when I'm taking direct lung hits, well, this is with weed vapes, but the direct lung hits tear me up, and the MTL is about the only way I can do it.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I don't feel the nick anymore. So like, I don't feel how hard the nick is hitting. Maybe Big has found that out. It's just for me like the feel. I feel it more if I do MTL.
Well, then maybe it's just that it's whatever you're used to, and if you try the different method, maybe it's not necessarily stronger, it's different. Could be.
Yeah, if I do MTL or air restricted direct lung, I'll have to up the nicotine.
Yeah, but in MTL you don't have that much power. So that's a big difference, right?
If I do a direct lung, 20
when
watts,
I first switched over,
nicked out quickly if I put like 12 milligrams in there.
See, I didn't, when I was vaping those types of devices, I didn't use them correctly. I used them like an MTL, even when they didn't have them. I would use 18% liquid, which was the strongest stuff I could find. And then I would run the thing on a really low wattage. And so I was almost using it like a disposable anyways. But then when I switched over to actual MTL, it wasn't enough for me because I was used to that direct lung. But I was vaping direct lung 18% liquid too. And then the guys are like, no, you're supposed to run that thing like 50% and use like 3% liquid. So, and I was running like 10 watts and 18% liquid.
18% or 1.8? Like
1.8.
Well, like when you see the stuff that says like 3% or 6% now in your regular vape juice, this was
I think
3
that's
times
mg, not percent.
or mg. Yeah, so this was 18 mg.
18 mg. Because 5% is 50 mg already.
Yeah, but I know it was super strong vape juice, way stronger than what you normally find in that type of liquid.
And I remember back in the day when we first got you on a pod system back, you know? And you were vaping that 5%, the 50 mg liquid on there. And you were like, oh, fuck, this is strong.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was getting sick.
The pod system is way stronger than the 50 mg in the disposable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's hard.
Yeah, in those pod systems, I need more like a 2.
A 2 or a 3, maybe, since you're in the States. Yeah.
But it was nice because when I was working for Harley, I'd go hit that thing like one time outside, then I could go back in the store for like an hour and not need to vape again.
That's
Yeah, you
cool,
can
right?
do that.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work for me. If I'm gonna
I,
take a smoke
I
break,
envy
I
you
need more vape.
Americans or countries that don't have TPD rules. They can have 5% nicotine. I really like the 50 mg, right? It's giving me that one hit wonder. It's like a one hit wonder.
Yeah, I think
It
with
was.
50, I would just go lay down. I would go collapse right on the spot.
I notice when I drink, I get less resilience to the nicotine. You know, it's like I get nicked out quicker after I'm getting like tipsy. You know,
Yeah,
you notice that, Marvin?
yeah, it's when I drink beer, I notice nicotine way harder. Like my head is already spinning, so it doesn't need much more to get it more spinning. So
Is that it?
I remember there was this ad from this anti-smoking campaign here in the U.S. a long time ago. I think it was by that Truth Company. It shows this lady like working.
What was the name? Let me check. Kevin Salens, thank you. And thank you that I was allowed to show your collection on this stream. It's awesome. So yeah, keep them coming.
Yeah, beautiful collection. Absolutely.
Yes, and the artwork, the photographics are
Yeah.
awesome.
I love the skulls.
Great artwork. Keep them coming, man.
But there was this old TV ad, and it's this lady, like this middle-aged woman working in an office, and then on her break, it shows her going outside and taking like a Mai Tai or something, standing outside the office drinking. And then the point that it said something about just because you do something on the weekends doesn't mean that you have to do it all the time during the week. And it was trying to make the point that, just because you smoke when you're drinking doesn't mean you always have to smoke. You don't do that with drinking. You don't have to do that with smoking. But that doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I see the point they were trying to make, but it doesn't really work that way. So,
yeah, if you see that, you're like, yeah, but if I'm allowed to drink Mai Tai during work, I would do that.
although I know people that do, trust me. Man, working in the music and radio industry, you have plenty of people that will drink, not necessarily the Mai Tai, but maybe a shot of Fireball or something out their pocket in the bathroom. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Neil, I don't know. I didn't mean the nick. I meant more like the vapor, the feel of the vapor. I notice more on MTL. I can see how nick is stronger with direct lung.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
MTL setups, I noticed that you get more flavor from the MTL setup sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I get good flavor on the MTL because I'm using the plum job, and I like the flavor of it in the MTL. I don't like plum job in the direct lung setup though.
Yeah, I think I can see how flavor is different on MTL, and some juices are more suited to MTL. I have one from Potsol that I only like in MTL, but for me,
because it's a salt.
MTL, no, I only vape Nick Salt. I hate freebase. I hate throat hit.
So even in your dripper or in your squonker, everything you use Nick Salt. But then
freebase is what you call the big bottles. Is freebase
no, it's a different kind of nicotine. The freebase is the usual stuff, the normal stuff, and
what you put in the big devices.
You can use Nick Salt in big devices. I have Nick Salt in here. It's just Nick Salt doesn't have the throat hit. You don't feel it in your throat, and I hate throat hits, so that's why I'm using Nick Salt everywhere.
So you use Nick boosters and everything.
Yeah, we only get that.
You got boosters separately, and if you have like a short fill where you need to add your Nick yourself, you can put in either Nick boosters or freebase boosters.
Yeah, we only get this little short.
Nick Salt is mainly used in disposables.
Yeah, because it doesn't have throat hit, and you can go higher nicotine. And for me, MTL actually has
3 Nick or 1.5 Nick. You told me you really use.
I only have 1.5 mgs. I have like
Nick Salt in 1.5. Normally, people use Nick Salt to get higher because, like, it's smoother.
I'm strange that way. For me, I started on Nixalt because I hate the throat hit, and I just lowered it to 1.5 because, like, with something like this, with 100 watts, you get a lot of nicotine, especially if I'm at home and have an 8-hour work day where I straight through the whole day and just vaping. With 1.5, I can do that. If I'm like a 3 or 6 mgs, at some point in my day, I will get Nick sick. Because I don't put it down. It doesn't leave my hand unless I'm on a call and have a camera in front of me and somebody can see me. If I'm just myself, I'm vaping straight through.
Yeah, I vape the most when I'm working too. That's especially when I started this new job and I was doing a lot of training, I would get sore from vaping too much.
Yeah.
So
For me,
I
it's
vape way more when
driving.
I work than when I don't.
For me, it's not work, it's driving. In the car.
Big.
Sorry?
Have you ever thought about DIY mixing? I thought about it, but look behind me. Wait, there's like a bunch of liquids that I still need to finish though. And like, if I would go into DIY, I would get all these flavors. I need another cabinet there with all the flavors, and then start like doing it. And it's gonna cost me a lot of time. So yeah. Because if I dive into something, I will go all out, you know. So it's it's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I'm a little bit holding back on the DIY mixing. I do like the idea of it though, and experimenting with it. But that's what's got me scared. I'm already short on time just to do my YouTube. You know, I have a 60-hour work week. Then I have my girlfriend with 3 kids, and then I have YouTube. Yeah, 50 to 60. Okay.
Is that for Netherlands?
No, that's not normal. I'm a truck driver,
Okay.
but I say like I work half days. It's only 12 hours.
Damn.
Wow.
That's hard. I have like 42-hour weeks, and I'm already. That's too much. No, I don't want that.
Well, I'm on the road, so the time goes fast. You see all these customers, you meet people, and, you know, the time flies by. And I like my job, so don't mind doing it.
Important.
Yeah, you do seem to really enjoy your job, Vic, and that's very important.
Yeah.
I can
enjoy my
vape
job too.
I can vape in the truck. It's not really allowed. You're not allowed to smoke or vape in your truck, but I'll just do it anyway.
Yeah, who's
You know,
gonna care?
go wherever
Who's
I am.
gonna bitch?
I have these weird times. I start like at 1:30 or 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock sometimes. I can call with Eric because he's in the States and he's like 6 hours back from me. So in the middle of the night, I'll video call with Eric and just drive to my destination, and we vape. We talk about shit and everything. And it's nice, you know. I'm free to do what I want, you know. And like, oh fuck, I'm hungry. Wait, I need to stand still for 30 minutes. I'll go to a little restaurant or a snack bar or some establishment where I can eat something. You know, don't have my boss looking over my shoulder. Are you working? No, not just do my work. You know, yeah, I like it. I like being a truck driver.
Your job is very important.
Even if YouTube will set off and I will get all my money through YouTube, I would still work at least 3 days. You know, just get out of the house and do my thing. So
I think I would never quit just for YouTube or something like that. Having a normal everyday job, it's something like peaceful about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Sometimes I actually look forward to being able to just sit down and work for my company for a few hours and not have to worry about all the hectic stuff of my life. So because I'm always here, I don't ever like go somewhere to work. So, but still, just being able to step out of my life and be busy with something else for a few hours is therapeutic, I think.
Yeah, I think no matter what, I would still work. Even it's just to get the routine in there. You have like 3 days, you know what's gonna happen. You have a routine. You get up, you go to work. It helps. It really helps.
It does. I had several years where I didn't have a steady day job like that. And while I kept busy later on, there were some times where I didn't keep busy and I was drinking too much and eating crappy food. And I just wasn't living healthy. So yeah, having that routine, it's certainly a healthy way to live. And not going to a job has been something that I've had to adjust to because you have to make it a point to have a social life. When you're like, I have to make an point to leave the farm because sometimes I'll go a week and not leave at all, not leave my property, and never go to a city, but maybe once a month, and you have to try.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing during lockdown. We had like I was a month at home and I spent like 12, 13 hours working because what else were there to do? You didn't have a social life, there was nothing to do, you couldn't go out, and that just messes with you.
Yeah, it does.
You're talking about Corona time that you had to work from home?
About socializing, that it's important.
Yeah, that's what my job is because I go to customers, you know. Yeah, say hello, say some funny stuff, you know.
It's part of my job too, and I really enjoy those parts where you can just go out, meet new people, talk to them a little bit, drink a coffee, whatever it is.
You know, other than the 10 months I spent working for Harley Davidson, I've spent way more time talking to people over cameras for years than what I have in person.
I think Memo Store is a subscriber from your channel, Eric. THC Vapor works. He thinks he works at THC Vapor. So yeah, Eric is in audio. He's like in speaker sound systems.
I work in audio video, so my job coincides with YouTube very well. So
I would love to see my YouTube skyrocket, and then all the mainstream company would send me stuff. But then I would spend my money instead of the mainstream stuff. I would spend on high-end stuff to review that, you know. Probably.
You know,
I would love that.
I just review the stuff I get sent.
Yeah, but like it really gets expensive to get all the new stuff. That's a thing I noticed. Like in the past 1 to 2 months, I didn't have that much money to spend on vape gear.
Oh yeah,
and all
for you
the
guys,
new
I can
shit
imagine.
comes out. Yeah, all the new shit comes out, and you're like, yeah, I want to review that, but I don't own it, and I can't spend like $100 every month just on new vape gear.
Even when I was buying them, they're $15. You know, no big deal. If you guys got to shell out $100 for every video
each week on vape gear each week.
Yeah.
Hey, but I have a 60-hour work week. I can afford it though. The next week, I'm gonna get some new gear. I'm gonna get the new Aspire Pixo, the one with the touchscreen, the pod system. Yeah, I'm very interested in that because the people who already have it says the flavor is amazing. So I'm stoked on that. And I got something old, the Aspire Sunbox Mix side by side. I'm like, I have to buy something special for myself.
This one.
That's the mix.
That's one thing that you guys use in the refills.
That's the Sunbox. What's it called? It's a Sunbox side by side. Sunbox RSS.
Oh, it's from Sunbox.
With the little.
Sunbox is Italian, right? Sunbox. It's Italian.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Italian. Yeah, Sunbox is Italian, and Aspire is Chinese, so it's like a collaboration. What's happening there? You got a.
What was that?
What was that?
That's from my streaming setup. I don't know if it's on Twitch or if I think it's also on YouTube. If somebody subscribes, a little animation happens.
Oh, that's cool. Not anything like that. I just got this thing that never works. It only works when I don't want it to. It's not doing it now. Does this work?
Yeah. I don't have that.
He has an iPhone. It's like
That's
an
just
iPhone
on my
thing.
phone. I didn't do it. I'm not creative.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, not like that.
I'm like getting this mod. This is the mod I'm getting, the mix from Aspire and Citizen Moxie.
Oh yeah, that one. I want to have one too. That's beautiful.
It's like about 4 years old or so, but it's like it's hard to get, but I got one. Yeah, it still works. Yeah, I found it on a wholesale site in France, and I'm gonna get this RTA with it. I think that will match. That's the
One
Har.
is that?
That's
No, I
the
guess
Har
one
by
thing is if
Dovbo and Across Mods.
if this whole
So
vaping thing comes to an
Har.
end, you guys are
Okay.
going to have this entire collection of really cool looking devices, and then guys like me are just going to have a drawer full of spent disposables. So you know,
yeah, and
Yeah,
we will still be able to DIY our own liquid because you can
that's
still
true.
get Fiji. You can still get
oh, you know, the
Fiji.
kids are still going to try it with these. They do already.
Yeah,
Especially
Which
this
is
one, you
just
can see
crazy
what's
to me.
in it. I'll bet that
yeah.
they refill the crap out of this one.
Yeah, but why do you fill a disposable vape? That doesn't make
Yeah, I've seen
sense.
those videos, and then there are like instruction videos on how to
Yeah.
fill the disposable vape. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you go to all this trouble to fill your disposable. Well, if you just get a pod system, yeah, you get the same experience.
Those
And
are
I've been walking
designed to
around
do
for
that.
6 months with that same can of Mountain Dew that I keep filling up. You know?
Yeah,
Wait,
same here.
let me fill up my Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh no.
It's a good can. I'm not just going to throw it away. You know,
Oh wow,
worked
there is
fine
a
the first time.
Yeah.
Are you getting the 21700 conversion kit for the mix? Where can I get it, Neil Pix? Send me a DM. I want that. A conversion kit. Oh my god, I want a 21700 conversion kit for the mix. I'm gonna Google that right away.
There aren't many 21700 side by sides.
No, there aren't any, I assume. But if there's a conversion kit for that, oh my
In
god,
the
I'm
high-end
interested.
market, you can find them, but not in the standard stuff.
I don't mind getting a high-end stuff though.
There's one from what's it called? Not
Oh, there's one. Oh no, that's a forum. Damn it.
what's it called? Yeah, Danny boxes. Those are 21700, but they're pretty expensive. And there's a Mac mod that's a 21700 that you can convert to side by side. What's it called? Oh damn! Looks beautiful, but I forgot the name.
It's all out of stock, the extension kit. I found one in a Czech shop. I'm gonna have to look for that though.
That's gonna be hard to find.
I guess yeah, it's like a rarity to have a 21700 side by side. So
I would love one.
if any company would reach out, hey, we want to do a collab with you, I'll go like, yeah, let's do a 2100 700 side by side.
There is one, the Brunhilde side by side. It's a 21700. Mine broke though.
You had one?
Yeah, let me grab it.
Eric is sitting back. Okay, there's more talk.
Steam in here.
I'm just absorbing,
This
man.
That's the
Wait,
2100.
Yeah, Vapefly Brunhilde, but it broke, so I can't use it anymore. But that's 21700.
Yeah, the Subham guy, AliExpress sells vapes. Yes, they do sell vapes, all kinds of brands. But since the online sale ban in the Netherlands, it's geo-blocked for the Netherlands. So if you want to see those vapes on AliExpress, you gotta use a VPN.
I've seen those. Most of them are clones. I thought about getting one just to see if it's as shit as I imagined, because like a vape that usually costs $50 costs then $10 there.
There were clones. Yeah, I got this Ghani clone from AliExpress here before the sale ban came out here. That's a.
How's the quality on those stuff? I thought about getting one, but
Yeah,
I'm scared.
some of the clones even repair the faults of the originals, and some clones are bad. You know, yeah, that's
a little bit sad.
That's a little bit sad. And then they are
You
cheaper.
produce a
Yeah.
vape product and you see Chinese people cloning them and making them better. You're like, what did I do wrong?
that will suck for the guy who make that one. Yeah, I'm running out. I run out of beer, so I'm still drinking wine now.
You're going fancy.
But I used to order from AliExpress my Dead Rabbit Max because all the Chinese companies are also on AliExpress, and most of the things comes from China. So I got my Dead Rabbit Max from China. I got our Miser from China.
You just have to be careful that you get the original one and not the clones. You have to research a little bit.
Yeah, you can read the comments from users, and stuff like that. Yeah.
They have really cool stuff. Gotta be honest, like a few mech mods I've seen there, few tubes look pretty dope.
I think I got this is the Dreamer Stack one. I could only find it on AliExpress. It's the original Dreamer. Comes with the temple. And it actually came in the original box. You have this Wolf Vape store there as well that will have only clones, basically. And they come in like plastic slide-in box. Yeah.
Yeah, I've received one of those in a store. That sucked, man. I had a Dead Rabbit 3 RTA I bought in a shop, and they came in like a little plastic tube, and I thought like, yeah, that's weird, okay. Never worked. I went into another shop, he looked at it, and then like, yeah, that's a clone. I don't know why, but a legitimate shop sold me a clone. That's
that's even weird. I got like the Digi flavor torch, the one with the RGB lights RTA in there, and I looked at the review, and the screws were different in the clone, and like it had like the Dead Rabbit post like this, and like two ones are like the holes go through, and the other two ones. They were closed off on the other side, so I was like putting my coil in, like, huh? Oh wait, I'll cut it through then. It still worked though, but those are weird clones sometimes. Yeah.
But just a warning: don't buy batteries on there. Please don't buy batteries where you're not sure that they're legitimate. I know a lot of guys that bought batteries online in a little bit of shady places like AliExpress, and they got like 2100 batteries that are wrapped like Samsung 40Ts, 30Ts that should have 35 amp ratings, but underneath the wrap there were like 5 amp cells. So they always overloaded them. So please be careful there, especially if you use Max.
I'll buy my batteries from the wholesalers or from Encon. Yeah, Encon is like the official battery site. They have all the brands. I got the new Modi cells, the P50Bs.
Oh yeah.
With the 50 amp limit and 60 amp impulse. So yeah, I'm keeping these two married because I got my Revival Mac stacked now.
Oh yeah.
But I still need to put a build that is for stack. Because that's a lot of power when you stack your mod though. You're gonna have some short hits.
Batteries.
But those are the perfect batteries for that because they have that 60 amp pulse limit.
Yeah, they're gonna work nicely in a stack.
Yeah. Still need to get a good build for in my goon if my goon can take it.
Yeah, maybe you need a series stack. Like S-Card has made one, I know.
I can go pretty low, but I did some calculating on the Cloud Engine or something like that, and did the ohm calculations. And I looked at how low I can go, and it's like 0.2 or 0.3.
Oh, no, that's all right.
That's all right, yeah, but then you get like a vape of 300 watts or something, 200 something.
Blow your brains out.
Damn, yeah. 60 amp is crazy. 60, what the guy says, yeah.
Yeah. 60 amps, that's gonna get you a big cloud.
Don't trust Mac clones from China. I only buy authentic Nicki Minaj. Yeah, that's good because like actually buying the clones is like messed up for the people who made the originals.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think you can buy Mac clones from China if you want to. Sure, please support the actual creators, but you have to know what you're looking at. Because
Yeah, you
one
know,
short and it's gonna be a fun day for you.
Yeah, and of all things, to buy something fake, something that you're putting on your face that has a high-powered battery
Yeah.
in it, that you're inhaling the stuff into your lungs, don't
Yeah.
skimp on that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I like, oh, I like this Mac, and was last time I don't know which Mac that was, and like, oh, that's a cool Mac, I want to buy it, and then I see like in the UK store, it's like more than 50 pounds for Mac for a metal tube, and I'm like, no, I'm not buying that one.
It's like I used to tell the kids that used to come into the guitar store and buy a $300 guitar once every few months. Guys, just save your money up and buy one good one. And I'd say the same thing with those vapes. You don't need an entire
Yeah.
collection of Chinese mods. Just get one good one if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, I mean, like this tube costs $400, but it is worth it. It's just the threads are so smooth, the coloring is
Yeah.
perfect, it's handmade. You get your money's worth most of the times. There is stuff
Yeah.
that's just too expensive and ridiculous, but
You got a $400 mod there? Wow.
yeah, I got fancy. It's the Bogan special. There, it's a limited edition. Only 50 were made. All of them hand painted. So
Wow.
Yeah,
there
there's
is a
some
reason it's $400, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
And
like
it's a
for
it's a
some-
Bogan?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
the
Bogan.
neck
It's
tattoo
Bogan.
of Vaping Bogan.
Yeah.
neck tattoo on there.
I like it. You're vaping Bogan. Okay. Yeah, I
Everybody
instantly
knows
knew.
Vaping Bogan.
Right? Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe I'd do a lot better on YouTube if I got myself some neck tattoos.
No.
Do you think it would
It's
fit my
weird, like-
look? I got a few gold teeth and it didn't help that much, so maybe I just need something more noticeable.
I think it would change you from like a rock vibe to a gangster vibe. I don't know if that suits you.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit my look, I don't think.
No, but it is strange. Like the biggest two in the vaping scene right now is probably Bogan and Grim Green, and both of them have neck tattoos. So
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
there's
the guy
something to it.
that used to be with us, Bongolier, he's got neck tattoos. Somebody actually
Yeah.
jumped on our stream one time and and said, "Oh, wow, there's somebody on a vaping stream without neck tattoos." Talking about me and Nick. So,
Yeah, I only got them on the arm, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, I remember one time the guy was like, "Oh, nice, a vape stream without guys with tattoos. I haven't seen that
without
seen
neck
that.
tattoos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vape player would show all his tattoos. Remember that episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help you with that. Mine are only on one arm.
Somebody has like a fashion statement for you.
Do my hair in a mohawk. You know, I did have the undercut for years, to where the sides were shaved and it was just long on top, but it wasn't near this long. It would hang down to about here, and then I would keep it slicked back. It was kind of like when the Boardwalk Empire was super popular and that hair was big. So and
I can see
this has
that.
actually grown out from that. So
I used to have a mohawk for a while, and then had all kinds of colors in it and stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like doing drugs.
Oh,
I never
my
lost
hair
the
is so
wild.
terrible right now. I haven't had my
Yeah.
hair done for 6 months. I need to get it colored, need to get it cut. It looks terrible. It's all nasty. It's fried. It looks awful. So,
Oh,
but I have to
of-
take time off work and go to the city and make an appointment like weeks ahead of time, and it's just a pain. I just never do it.
The Subbone guy has 2 tattoos, he says. Okay, send me some pictures.
I got a few
You
more,
wanna
but
see
all of
them?
them are
Me.
really small. I do have a vaping tattoo though.
You have a vaping tattoo?
Yeah, it's mixed. Let me just Get my arm out.
Yes, I was just getting ready
Damn.
to ask if anybody's got a vaping tattoo, and you got one.
It's not really all about vaping, but just gotta get out of that without showing my belly. Nobody wants to see that.
Well, that
It's
depends on
getting
how much.
serious now. When the clothes are coming off.
It's if anybody knows anime this way around. That one I got it because of vaping, but it is the cloud from Akatsuki from.
I see a
Naruto.
One Piece set. I see the One Piece set.
Yeah, I got the One Piece. It's all nerd stuff. It's a One Piece hat. It's from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eye. That's just a bass key because I played bass. Mandalorian, Yoda's sword. That's Doctor Who. Naruto, Avatar, Harry Potter.
Yeah, the Sharingan. It's the Sharingan's logo.
Yeah, that's Itachi's Mangekyo.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what that could be? That has nobody got it right. Just my brother.
A Senbon Sakura from
It's
Bleach.
No,
I don't know.
it's a physical experiment. It's the double slit experiment. I'm a real nerd. I also got the Linux penguin and the steps from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, some of them
That's
guys.
all I
Is that
have.
Nimbus from Dragon Ball? The cloud?
No, it's not.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Could be. It could be.
It can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
forgot
yeah,
one. I'm gonna show it first time. Yeah, go ahead.
You got some scribbling on your arm there. A lot of things going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's my nerd arm. I got one I have never shown in public. Only like 2 people know about. That's that one. It's a mango for pretty obvious reasons.
What's the obvious reason then? Mango. You like the flavor?
Do you know somebody that's called Mango?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I know your girlfriend. Yeah, Mango.
Yeah.
Is that her actual name, Mango?
No, she had that name on Instagram forever, so that's
Oh,
just her name now.
I used to know a guy from Africa. His actual name was Mango.
They have so weird names. They love to name just random English words, and I think that's so awesome. Do you guys have any tattoos?
I don't have any. I used to have a rabbit on my butt, but it went into the hole.
You love dead rabbits.
It went into the rabbit hole.
I know a guy that has an emoji on his butt. That's the only one he got.
That's cool as well. Like the poop emoji.
I don't know which one. I haven't seen it. Just for the record.
Well, that's going to make all the difference right there. Is which one it is.
I never asked him, hey, can you show me your ass?
Yeah, it just shows it when you're not asking for it, right?
Yeah.
But you should make your own liquid, like the mango melon liquid or something.
I think that could taste good. I gotta get some DIY stuff for that. They have aromas, but I don't think I have mango or melon.
Yeah, mango melon combination. It's like the vaping melon.
That's my new thing. I'm gonna go into liquids. I do my own brand of liquids now.
Well, you have to because of all the regulations there. You have to DIY them. If it's because if all the vape shops are gonna pay €500 for each liquid, with the different types of nicotine strength, they will have to pay another 500. You know, it's gonna be crazy over there. You might have to go to DIY or import your stuff just directly from another shop because there are a lot of shops sending globally.
Yeah. And I think do all 3 languages.
And I can do all
Yeah.
3 languages.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an all Swiss liquid.
All Swiss liquid.
First
Yeah.
one, first one's gonna be like raclette, Swiss cheese.
Swiss
Guys,
Miss.
I'll be right
Swiss
back.
Miss. Hey,
Yeah.
the Swiss Miss
I'm
liquids.
gonna partner with Swiss Miss for that one. Finally, my first sponsorship.
I thought
How
my
many
birds ran
subscribers
off. They're
are you
just
at
on the
now,
other side
then?
of my truck. Oh yeah, so you're still enjoying that Swiss Miss there, Melon?
We haven't had a second one, but we
Oh.
got it. It is good. It is good.
Man, I went through mine in just a couple days. Of course, I don't keep any sweets or anything around here, so I got that stuff. I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
We do have sweets and a more
Are your
coffee.
marshmallows bigger than Melon's marshmallows? Because everything's bigger in
Oh, yeah.
America.
I don't know. The ones here are about the size of the Lucky Charms ones, I would say. Like the little Lucky Charms ones. They're like the size of, I don't
Yeah.
know, like a shrunk up, like a shriveled up pea.
Yeah, that's the size we got. And like only
Yeah.
4 of them. I didn't even notice them.
Yeah, there's not very many.
We have marshmallows at home. I could just add some. But
See, I had
didn't
some
think
too,
about-
but well, I got my marshmallows out and they were like rocks. They'd been in the cabinet a little too long.
That's how your marshmallows, you want them, right? Hard as
Yeah.
stones.
I don't know. Once you put it in the hot stuff, maybe it would reconstitute.
Maybe.
I don't know. Does that work? I guess because the marshmallows in the stuff are freeze dried. So, but I don't think that's the same thing as
work.
stale.
That's gonna leave them on the counter for a few weeks, then we're gonna put them in.
Yeah,
If you put them in the fire, they'll get soft again, I guess.
that's the trick. There's no process. It's just negligence. They're just old.
Yeah.
They just got smaller. Oh, I got these birds sneaking up on me. Whatever happened to that laced up vapes, Bick?
Yeah, he didn't show up, I guess.
Ah, well, be here next
He
time.
said he would be an hour later. I tried to call him, he didn't pick up, and he hasn't checked on his Instagram. So, oh well. But we still have a damn good
Yeah.
show, though, like this. So, it doesn't really matter. It's just a little bit misleading
Hello,
putting him on the thumbnail, though.
Yeah, feed my turkeys. Ozzy and Sharon, the 2020s transgender couple.
Only one is transgender, though.
Well, that's
Now
how
we
it
can
usually
say-
works, isn't it? Because if they were both transgender, would it really be a transgender couple, or wouldn't it just be like a? I don't know. It gets confusing. Wouldn't that just be like
I
a
read-
regular couple?
I read about a couple. The man was a woman before, and the woman was a man before, and now the man got pregnant. And I was reading that like, okay, I need a whiteboard. I don't get it.
So it's just like a regular couple, right? But
How the
Yeah,
man get
but
pregnant? He doesn't have a womb.
he was a woman before, so
oh boy.
Oh, it's
he
a
gets
man who
confused.
was a female before got pregnant. Okay.
yeah, from a female that was a male before.
Yeah.
I think he
So
got
it's just a role
inseminated.
reversal kind of
He
thing.
got inseminated, though, because how can the female have semen?
Maybe he was just like, I want to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
But look, nobody can say our show isn't woke or LGBT friendly because we have a transgender turkey.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who
Absolutely.
transitioned because the turkey
Yeah.
was female at first. So, live before our eyes, I want to reach out to this guy again. This was that guy that makes his own soda And I met him at this festival that's going on right now, the Covered Bridge Festival, is where I met this guy like 15 years ago. My dad gave him a ride in his airplane because my dad was a private pilot. And then, anyways, this guy makes this soda, and then you buy this cup for like $10 or something, and then you can refill it as you're going to the throughout the festival all day long. It actually
That's
saves
cool.
you money, and then you get the cool
Yeah.
cup. And I found it when I was looking for a cool cup to use on these shows. And I remembered that guy, and I looked him up, and I think he's pretty huge now. This stuff's in a bunch of stores, and you can buy it in cans, of course, now because they're shipped all over the place. So I need to reach out to him. It was called Wild Bill's Soda. WildBillsSoda.com is the site. So
I love the names of US companies. It's always something fun, like Wild Bills.
Well,
And
Bill.
yours just be like fresh soda, so it's just boring.
We're all big like this.
Just now remember, I always wanted to get American beef jerky. I still have to see if I can ship that to Switzerland. I always wanted to get some. We don't have the good stuff here.
well, if I don't see why I couldn't ship you some of that, because yeah, man, you can get all kinds of that around here. That's huge. Here we make our own because we like kill animals and make them into jerky.
Yeah, that sounds delicious as fuck. And it
yeah,
always
man.
sounds like so delicious and special, and here it's just like, yeah, we put chili on them, and it's just like sponge, and it looks and feels like gummy bears.
Jerky is one of the only ways that I still enjoy deer meat, honestly, but I do like it in jerky. Deer meat does kind of have a gamey taste to it. Most of your wild game does. But when you put all that seasoning and prepare it like jerky, it covers that up and it makes some really good stuff. And then it's lean, so it works well.
Yeah, we do deer in Rebpfeffer. We call it. It's like a sauce, a little peppery, like black pepper in there, and we cook it for hours on end, so it gets really soft, and that's just delicious. I gotta get some.
Sounds awesome.
Now I don't know. I don't even know the process for making jerky. I think you dehydrate it, right?
I don't know.
I think you make it in a dehydrator. I mean, I've got this nice smoker here, this Traeger, and I barbecue on that thing all the time. It's one of those pellet smokers. And
my brother-in-law has one.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can make jerky or anything like that on one of those. I don't have any idea.
I don't know.
But if we can, I'll make you some, Melon.
That would be awesome.
I'll shoot the animal and make the jerky.
Not our transgender friend, please. That's
no. Oh, well, I'm sure you can make some turkey jerky, but well, it just depends if he mouths off or anything, you know.
Yeah,
he's part of the vaping family.
Get at least to jerky in a hot room.
You can just put it in a hot room and it'll just eventually get there.
Yeah, probably really dry and hot. I would guess.
Well, I guess, they had to make it back years ago. That's how they preserved meat.
About jerking off in a hot room.
Another kind of beef jerky. I don't want that. Thank you.
wrong meat.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I thought I was going to do this video.
I'll be right back.
This company, Bay Smoke, sent me 2 disposables because first they sent me all this flour in that concentrate, and I'm like, guys, thanks, but I don't have a way to use it. I don't normally use it. Could you send some disposables? And they send me out these, and they're 1 gram. To give you an idea of what I'm used to, this is 9 grams, right? So I got this thing and I had the idea. I'm like, I'll bet I could just vape through that in the city. And I was going to make one video of I'm going to vape an entire 1 gram vape in one sitting. And nah, man, I've been vaping on this thing on and off for like a week and it's like halfway done. So
that would have been a long video.
It would have been, and I would have probably been pretty tossed by the end and not even able to breathe. Because this one's kind of rough. These THCA ones are they get you pretty good. Hey, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. I think Oh, yeah, hanky panky. Eric, where you from? He's from Indiana.
Yes, I am from the United States. I live in Indiana, where it's all cornfields and wheat farms.
And you can't jerk off in the freezing room unless you want to jerk off longer.
I can speak of experience.
I'm sure there's people that are into that. That's a thing somewhere.
Let's be honest.
Probably is.
People are into everything. If it exists, people gonna be into the. Somebody's gotta be into that.
Yeah.
And by the way, hi, hanky panky. Welcome to the show.
Hey. Yeah, what I never understood was all the food fetishes, man. You know,
Yeah.
bringing the food into the bedroom. I just never got it. You know.
It's just sticky and messy.
Yeah, I mean, and what would you use?
On Mother's Day, we'll bring breakfast to our mother, like a fresh.
But that's different, I think.
Yeah.
He didn't speak about bedroom like that.
I don't know if
Not with
it
your
goes
mother.
to where these other things go to, and you're doing that with your mother. Maybe it's not different, but I hope that's not what was going on.
Sweet home Alabama.
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
That sounded expensive.
Oh.
No, that's the glass. That's the wine glass.
No.
I dropped my mods and it goes through the wine glass. That's how good this thing is built. Not gonna drink that wine though. There's the glass.
I think wine with a bit of glass in it, not that healthy.
Party foul. But that's a classy party foul. Broke the wine glass. Hey. Okay. That's not the same as the old redneck spilled my beer.
But he has a good microphone. We could hear that pretty clearly breaking.
So, how many subscribers you up to, Melon?
227.
Yeah, 2 more.
Oh, he beat you to it. Okay.
I just checked like a couple minutes ago.
Vic is
my
on.
personal
Vic, how many am I up to then?
I can't know the exact numbers, but you're at the 1900. 1906, I think.
No, it's more than that. It's not 2000 yet. It's under that, but it's getting up there. It's like 1970, 1980.
I'm gonna check
there.
now. I'm gonna check now what I can see because I
gotta
can
look.
see it. Oh yeah, it's at 1980.
1980 on the nose.
No, I don't know. I can't see the last digit because it's like 1.98K.
That's almost the year I was born then. Or maybe it surpassed it.
Yeah. Yeah, you need
I was
that
born in the
screenshot.
80s.
Yeah. I made a screenshot of 1981. I'm at 2065 now.
I found the screenshot
Okay.
going through my phone the other day where I took it when it was 666.
Yeah, that's a good screenshot as well.
Because you got to.
New glass, lol. Yeah, it's a new glass.
It's 228 now. Just gained one.
You know,
Oh,
it's
nice. Yeah. Go
I just want
subscribe,
I just
everyone.
want that play button plaque. Once I get that, I'm just going to give up. I'm going to retire. Once I get the play button, put that on my wall.
No,
Be it.
you got
And-
when you're there, you got to continue.
Mel and I was talking with Bick about this the other day. The way I see it is there's only one is we will all three get that play button. There's only one thing that we have to not do to make that not happen, and that would be stop. If we all three continue to do the exact same thing that we're doing exactly the same way, even if none of us ever get any better at what we're doing, we will still get to that play button eventually. It is a
It might take some
mathematical
time,
certainty.
but yeah.
It just depends on how long is it going to take. You know?
Yeah, I think that's correct. But the question is, are you gonna die first before you reach it?
Well, oh, it's not going to be that long, man. Don't sell yourself short.
Maybe we have to improve a little.
It's like a
Oh,
snowball,
they'll
man. It
to the
starts
Melon
picking up.
Cemetery. Don't worry, Melon. They will send your plaque to the Melon Cemetery.
On my tombstone.
It'll,
He
it'll
finally
say,
did it.
"Here lies Melon." He finally made it.
At least I can die in peace and in happiness. I did it.
1989 born. Let's see. That's your year of birth, Saddam guy? 1989?
Like the Taylor Swift album. You're born the same year as Taylor.
Yeah. That's 2.06K vaping big. Yeah, and then there's like a 5 behind that, though.
Hiding behind there.
Yeah, it's hiding, yeah. Yeah, after you reach the 1K, you won't see all the digits as somebody who's not owning the channel. So what's your next review, Melon? You got something planned?
Yeah, I still have to shoot it. I think the next one is gonna be about the Lux because it's way overdue. But
you
Lux
haven't shot
lineup.
You haven't shot a review.
No, I still have to. It was a crazy week, so I didn't get too much. But I think that's the next one.
What do you use for your editor, Melon?
I switched back to DaVinci.
You're on DaVinci. What did you
Yeah, I
switch
went
to
back
then?
to it. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was from Shotcut.
Oh, I
I
haven't
tried
started.
Shotcut for a few videos, but DaVinci is just easier and faster.
I just switched to DaVinci a couple of weeks ago from Final. I've been on Final Cut for years,
Yeah.
but I'm after now that I'm learning the UI, I'm loving DaVinci.
The
It's
DaVinci
really
is great.
simple.
You can do everything. You can do
Yeah,
basically
almost.
Vic, have you played around with dynamic zoom in DaVinci at all?
not much. I can zoom in on my camera. It has a zoom.
Yeah, but dynamic zoom in post is really cool if you use it right. I played around with it a little bit on my last video, and I'm working with it on my newer one. It's just something that I really got to be. I think it has to be used tastefully for it to be cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's something that's really easy to do in that program. So something I'm thinking about adding because it
Yeah, I
looks
like
cool when you do it right.
What I like about DaVinci is like if you get the free version, you can almost do everything you need to do a proper edit.
Yeah.
I got the studio version now because I bought it like in December because I had some extra money. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy it and I have it for my. And that's what I also like. Like it's like a €360 one-time purchase, and you have it for a lifetime. So it's like not
That's
like a
reasonable.
monthly subscription. Yeah.
That's the better way to do it. And I hate that a lot of companies are going to where you have to do the monthly subscription. I would much rather just pay it all up front and get that lifetime license. But that's not it doesn't make them as much money. So and then also
Yeah.
it doesn't fight piracy as much when they make it where it's something that has to be constantly checking that license. So
It's hard to circumvent if you have to have a subscription with like an account behind it.
yeah.
Adobe Photo Suite is the best. Well, I actually use Canva Pro for my thumbnails, so I don't need Adobe Photo.
I
Yeah,
used
Adobe-
Photoshop years ago. I was a Photoshop guy back when version 4 was the thing, but I haven't used it for a long time. I got away from Adobe because they went to subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too expensive. It's awesome software. Like I still use Lightroom and Photoshop, but it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, isn't it something like $30 a month just for Photoshop? It's something crazy.
Yeah, I think I pay about $30. I get a terabyte of cloud space, which you don't really need, and Adobe, Photoshop, and Lightroom.
Yeah.
I think that
$30 a month is
the
pretty
best
expensive.
option for Adobe is get the whole package and get all the software
Yeah,
for the
get
monthly.
Creative Suite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
can
complete
still rent.
bundle.
If
Just
you
for
need
a
all
hobby,
that, I
it's
suppose.
expensive.
My neighbor uses the complete suite, and then but he uses it professionally because he has to edit stuff for like the funerals and weddings and stuff like that. So that's why
Well,
he uses it. But
DaVinci pretty much is a suite just within Resolve because you've got your audio editor and then you've got I mean both basically like so much of what is in Creative Suites in Resolve.
Yeah, I think for video, yes. For photo, Adobe still better, but for
Oh,
video,
absolutely.
DaVinci will
Although
do
you know what, I actually
all of
do
it.
build my phone thumbnails in Resolve
Okay,
and then
never
just
thought about that.
screenshot out of the video by just
That's
using
actually
video
a good idea.
effects and then select the frame.
That's not a bad idea. I tried to do custom transitions in DaVinci, but that didn't work at all for me. That it is possible. I've seen how you do it, but that's complicated.
they
I
have, they
actually
have
use
those presets, the transitions for your videos that are pretty good though.
I used my
Yeah,
first
these
transition
ones
ever.
didn't work.
Well, I did my newest
These ones.
video. It's a gummy video, and I start off in daytime, and then I leave for like an hour to let the gummies kick in. And I come back at night, and then I actually use the transition for the first time to switch from the day to the nighttime shot. I usually don't use them at all. I just cut straight in.
I should at least do like a fade in or fade out. Yeah.
I just used a
Yeah.
simple dissolve, I think, on this one,
Yeah,
and it
I
worked
do
really
cross
well
dissolve too.
because I had the camera on the exact same spot on the tripod. The background was exactly the same, so it just transformed. So it looked really, it worked.
Yeah, I like to do the bounce and fall transition where I'm like, hey, I'm gonna dive down and then boink boink boink.
Yeah.
And it works quite well because I say like the just dive down.
Yeah, because you're using the transition as an effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to have like custom transitions like I have in my streaming setup. These things, but I didn't know how to do that. So I didn't get it to work.
I haven't even got into any of that kind of stuff, like the bumpers and I mean, I got my one that pops up my name, and then I have my one at the end. That's all I got.
Yeah, don't do them in videos too. It's just for streaming. It's
Okay.
too complicated for me for videos.
Yeah, but you cut
It's
them
not
down.
enough,
You know,
it's really
yes,
not.
you
Well,
got
if
them
you can
more-
do it in streaming, you can do it in videos. It's easier than that.
I thought so, but now in the streaming, it's just like an HTML I downloaded that does the transition. But for video, you actually have to program it in there, and that's
Oh yeah, you got to edit it in. So okay.
Yeah.
If you use like OBS as a virtual cam, then you can film the transition.
Yeah, that could work, but then I have to time it perfectly, and I have to
Yeah.
cut everything from behind.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend filming the transition to disc because yeah, then you're burning the bridges
Yeah.
behind you. Then you can't edit.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't film anything to disc, but
I might have to look into that again sometime when I have a little bit time off.
So we've been at it for like 2 hours and 42 minutes now.
this is a long one.
Yeah, we're having fun, right?
It is. It's a nice day, man. It is.
Let me check. I can see the wall over there. Yeah, it's been a long time. It gets steamy in here.
So let's call it a day then, I guess. Everybody, thank you for watching. It was a wonderful show. Wonderful people in chat and in the replay later, I guess. Maybe Eric wants to say something.
Thank you, everybody. As always, thanks for joining us. It always makes it so much more enjoyable for us when we have some when we know that there's people checking it out, and gives us new topics to talk about. And absolutely, thanks, guys.
Tito.
Keto.
Thank you,
That's it.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.